The Score, the place for local sports, now presents another live local broadcast of high school sports. No one does more live local play-by-play than The Score does. Local Sports on The Score is brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine, looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone & Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing is personal, not puzzling. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan. From sales of computers and accessories to service, we are your go-to computer store. Heights Chevrolet in Skowhegan. Our family is here for your family. And by JDH3 Design at jdh3designs.com, where they can print just about anything. Your team from your town plays here. Now with a play-by-play, here's Mike Violet and AJ Knight.
Not quite. AJ Knight here with you, but not Mike Violet, who's off using his considerably immense skills to do something else this Saturday afternoon. In his place, John Coughlin, thank you for joining us and really just bailing me out, as there's a lot to go through today, and a big-time matchup here in Winslow at Jerry Poulin Memorial Field as the 2-0 Winslow Black Raiders take on the 2-0 Foxcroft Academy Ponies.
AJ, real proud to be on The Score today. It is a big game. Last time I was here a long time ago, but you know, Winslow does not change. It's a time warp. Football program is strong. It's orange and black, and they're going up against a Foxcroft Academy team that whipped them in the semifinals last year, 62-7. So a lot of pride on hand today, AJ.
Yeah, this Foxcroft Academy team steamrolled pretty much everybody last year until they got to the state championship and then were upset. One of the best games that they played against him, minus obviously that upset in the state championship, was Winslow here the last week of the regular season, where Coach Littlefield pulled out all the tricks from the bag. We had onside kicks, they had a big kick return, and really gave Foxcroft Academy all they wanted for about 3 quarters before ultimately the Ponies were able to put the Winslow Black Raiders away. That being said, last year's Winslow team, very inexperienced, a lot of new faces, especially in the trenches, which with Winslow's offensive identity makes such a huge deal. This year, a lot of that experience comes back. A lot of that experience looked like it went through some growth spurts. And as we've seen, Foxcroft Academy put up over 100 combined points in 2 games. That may be not surprising. This Winslow team has also put up over 100 combined points in the first 2 games.
Last week, Foxcroft Academy, a tough win against Oceanside, who, even though Rockland, you don't think of football, they're a strong program. So Foxcroft Academy is for real. Coach Danny White has been here a long time. We've got 2 legendary coaches here. I know your series with Mike Savisky and all the coaches in this area. Coaching is very, very important in this game, and Winslow's going to have to do some things, as you talked about, AJ, pull out the bag of tricks. I think you'll see a lot of counter misdirection, trying to get Foxcroft Academy defense to overextend to one side and then come back against the grain. They need to control the ball, Winslow does, to shorten this game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be key for Winslow. They want to really limit the possessions, really take those long drives. As we know, roster's not very deep at this level, and so you got a lot of two-way players, and Winslow has shown not only the ability to sustain those long drives, they found big plays in those drives, as we've seen behind the two-headed running back attack of Liam Fortin and Hassan Hobby.
Tucker Pomerleau last year missed most of the 2023 season with a broken collarbone. Yep. It's important he steps up and has a big game here today for the Black Raiders.
Yeah, and I think you can just see the calming presence he has on this team last year. I think it's easy to write off because Winslow's a team that doesn't throw the ball a lot. Oh, the quarterback injury doesn't matter, but he's that guiding hand that gets them in the right spot and is able to lead the offense. And so far early in the season, I think you've seen his impact. On the other side, again, this Foxcroft Academy team, like you said, tough Oceanside win. How about opening up the season with a 71-7 win versus Belfast? Very much pace going to be a conversation, I think, for them too. Just in the opposite. Winslow wants to slow it down, grind those possessions down, really limit those. Belfast can get up and down the field in a hurry if Winslow does not play solid defense today.
That's a good point. And the other thing you think about here is Winslow is a Saturday afternoon team. There aren't many of those left in the state of Maine.
Right.
Friday night football teams, when they come and play on Saturday afternoon, it's a different experience. Winslow needs to attack early in that sort of haze that Foxcroft might have. But let me tell you, Foxcroft will get it back quick. And this quarterback for Foxcroft, Griffin Caruso, may be one of the best passing quarterbacks we'll see this year. He can really throw the ball, and he's got great receivers, Aiden Harvey and Finn Holmes downfield as well out of the backfield.
We'll expect to see some points. Just how many is going to be which pace wins out. Of course, high school sports on the score. We have to thank Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. And, of course, 201 Tire, Battery, and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. It's funny, John, you mentioned this place being a time warp because just recently our very own Mike Violet sat down with Winslow's current head coach, Wes Littlefield, to talk about one of Winslow's legendary head coaches, Mike Savitsky. And if you haven't seen that on our YouTube channel, Central Maine Sports, well, we'll have a little bit of that for you when we come back. The pregame will continue. AJ Knight, John Coughlin here for an undefeated Saturday afternoon matchup between Winslow and Foxcroft Academy. We'll be back in just a few minutes on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Is it time for an auto loan? The team at Connected Credit Union will focus on an affordable monthly payment to fit your budget, while offering you a low rate and great service. Give our loan team a try for your next auto purchase. The added convenience of applying online or using our mobile app is just one more way Connected Credit Union makes your financing easy. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, member eligibility required.
AJ Knight, John Coughlin here with you on The Score as we get ready for the undefeated matchup between the Winslow Black Raiders hosting the Foxcroft Academy of Ponies, both teams 2-0. And John, it's really interesting that you mentioned how you come here and it's a bit of a time warp because, well, for I think Winslow fans, it's hard not to go any direction backwards for this football program and not find some success. And our very own Mike Violet, who's getting the rare Saturday off, sat down recently with one of those legendary coaches, Mr. Mike Savitsky.
This is Legends of the Game, where the legends of yesterday inspire the heroes of tomorrow. Presented by Chase Toys, 417 Thorndike Road in Unity.
His story is a classic local boy makes good story. At the age of 5, he's the water boy for the Winslow football team. Later on, he grows up, becomes a teenager, goes to Winslow High School, plays football for Wally LaFountain, then goes to the University of Maine, and then, after he plays football at Maine, starts coaching high school football at Thornton Academy. Then the local boy comes home. In 1985, he takes over for the legendary Tank Violet and turns himself into a legend. 287 wins, 11 regional championships, and 7 gold balls later, our Legends of the Game Today feature is on Mike Savitsky.
When you were the water boy, I don't even know what year that might have been, did you think, was it even anything that you could be dreaming about that you would have the coaching career here at Winslow that you had?
Well, no, not really at that time, but growing up Winslow, doing what you did back then, there was none of this and everything like that. It was the 3 sports. It was baseball, snow was still on the ground.
Yep.
Football season, basketball all winter.
That's right. There was
and that ignites a passion in you and everything, an athletic passion. I think I still have it now.
Yeah.
Underneath, and so I was Dick McGee and Tom Golden's water boy when I was about, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7, 5, 6, 7, somewhere. So we lived in the vicinity of the field, so sports was everything. Recess, after school, everything. That's just the way you grew up.
Culture of Winslow.
That's the way you grew up. Staffing is everything in football. We've had fantastic staffs here at Winslow. Fantastic defensive coordinators, Jim Poulin, Wes Littlefield, Mike Marston have been defensive, and that allowed me to really expand offensively, because the first few years I did both sides of the ball. And when when Jimmy became defensive coordinator, I did one side. That made a great thing. And we've had great staffs, just to. And it's not the Mike Savitsky show.
No.
I think coaching football is one of the greatest team teaching experiences that you can have in education.
287 wins, 11 regional championships, and 7 gold balls. I remember a few years ago when we were here and they had all of the gold balls on the side of the grandstand there because they were honoring you at halftime, and it took a small platoon of people in order to get them out there. When you saw those gold balls, what went through your mind?
Should be 3 or 4 more. Okay. No, really.
No, you had. Hey, having done a couple of the games that you lost, I can agree with you.
Yeah. So we had like that. It's. I guess the big thing is to stay competitive.
The first one, when you won the first one, all right. There's that. There has to be the incredible euphoria. I'm the coach of this team, and delegating the praise aside, I coached this team to a championship.
To be honest with you, the first one, it didn't sink in for a while. I was kind of like in a state of shock.
Yeah.
It didn't. I said, did this really happen? That was just my second year.
How many years in did you win your first one?
That was my second year.
All right, second year. So you're a second-year coach. You're still a young guy.
Yeah.
Boom, you got a gold ball.
Yeah. So. Well, that was interesting.
When people look back at the legacy of Mike Savitsky here at Winslow High School as the head coach, what do you want them to think?
Just that the kids were well prepared every Saturday, and put your heart and soul into it and see what happens.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, Manufacturing Manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad, and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
At Haidt Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haidt Chevy. Haidt Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haidt family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
AJ and I, John Coughlin here with you with the battle of undefeateds, Winslow versus Foxcroft. Step aside for the national anthem. That just a part of our Mike Savitsky interview, Legends of the Game, which we owe several things. Coach Wes Littlefield here in Winslow, who helped set that up. Chase Toys for being a part of that, and all of our legends and some other videos that you have seen we do throughout the summer, all at our YouTube, Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe so you don't miss any of those or the game coverage. And then, of course, high school sports on The Score, brought to you by Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. And I just wanted to ask you, John, me being still relative newcomer, right before we get started for this game, of course, Winslow, I think, would like to channel some of that Mike Savitsky luck and ability that he had, but you talk about the time warp, and one of the things I think for Winslow is that a lot of things don't change because they were successful for so long, and it hasn't mattered really who you subbed in. They still find a way to get it done.
As a former athletic director, the coaches that stay in a program, and Winslow certainly has been fortunate, they stay, the town supports them, and they win. I mean, when Mike Savitsky took over this football program in 1985, everybody was saying, who the heck is going to replace Tank Violet?
Right.
How can that happen? Well, I'm going to tell you, 7 state championships put that to bed. But, you know, I was an athletic director, and we were hosting at Gardner High School one of Mike's state championship games. Now, AJ, that was back when you started experimenting with the wireless things and wiring up the officials, but we didn't know what we were doing. It was a late play in the fourth quarter, and Mike was on a roll. Was he going to pass or was he going to throw? His call to his quarterback came over the loudspeakers, and the opposing coach, he said, okay, it's run. And Mike turned and looked at me, and his glare could have killed me. He was an aggressive coach, but he was one of the best.
Yeah, hard to argue with that, the amount of success he had. And again, you just saw a portion of the Mike Savitsky Legends of the Game. Thank you again, Chase Toys, for being a big part of that. But you can see that whole thing, including, I believe, 5 other previous Legends of the Game, with more still to come. Central Maine Sports on YouTube. Please go like, subscribe. You can find any of the coverage we have done at any point this season, last spring, last fall. It's all up there. Central Maine Sports across all social media. All right, John, that being said, I think that's enough just idle chit-chat for the most part from you and I. I think it's time to play football.
Again, Winslow will open the ball game kicking off to Foxcroft Academy. And, AJ, it is critical that Foxcroft doesn't take this to the house or a long gain. They need, Winslow does, as we said before, shorten the game, but take some air out of this Foxcroft team.
I'm with you. Going to be a good matchup here early to start. Get a feeling from Winslow against this Ponies offense. So kicking off, Hassan Hobby. He does both double duty, star running back and special teams ace. Checks both sides of his line. I don't think he heard the whistle. Okay. Now finally set. Foot in the ball, and this game is underway. That's a pretty good kick. Going to be caught at about the 16-yard line, coming up the center, going out to the left side. Stumbles there, runs into a few defenders at Foxcroft. Going to start, it looks like, right around the 35-yard line.
Preston Hutchinson took that opening kickoff, stumbled a bit when he got the ball, and that middle closed up very quickly. Credit to Winslow.
So first look at this Ponies offense, very high scoring against, dropped 71 points in their season opener against Belfast, over 100 total in the first 2 games. And they're going to start on their own 35-yard line.
They do that, AJ, because their offensive line has great push. Let's see how Winslow adapts to it.
Very spread out. 3 receivers here, near side, wide side of the field. Crusoe in the shotgun takes the snap, going to turn around, put it in the belly of his running back. Step to the line of scrimmage, gets tied up there, going to be just short of the first down as Finn Holmes able to burst through the line of scrimmage and pick up 9 on first down.
Well, he's been their go-to guy for a number of years, and Finn Holmes is an excellent carrier, protects the ball, follows his blocking, and AJ, I'm going to call you Mike, you won't like that. If the secondary of Winslow has got to bring down the ball handler, they're going to have problems today.
2nd and 1 here for the Ponies offense from the 44-yard line. Crusoe takes a snap, going to be a jet sweep, little pitch there. Turning the corner, it's Silas Topolsky now trying to bounce it outside, tiptoes right past midfield, and he's going to have a Foxcroft first down.
Great run by Harvey, but the block by Holmes freed him on the end of the line, and nice gain.
Yeah, flag there looked like came in late, waiting to see what the call is. Personal foul. So not only does Foxcroft pick up the first down, they're going to get 15 freebies here.
Yeah, the back judge who rotates over to the strength saw a late hit out of bounds, and he's showing the coaching staff where he was hit. Not quite sure it was that far out of bounds, but a late hit was called.
Yeah, I defer to you, John. I think we're very fair with the officiating, but we'll see how that goes. And you expect emotions behind this one. Like you said, Foxcroft Academy really took it to Winslow in the playoffs. Winslow, much better team this season, looking to get some revenge. That's going to take the Ponies all the way up to the Winslow 33-yard line, quickly moving down the field.
Not the start you wanted if you were Winslow.
No. Crusoe stays in the shotgun. He's got Holmes to his right, 3 receivers far side. Snap. Looks left, going right, single coverage that way, airs it up deep. That one up there, a great snag, stumbling into the end zone. Touchdown, Lucas Sands, who went up and pulled that out of the air.
Well, highlight film that one, AJ, because that's one of the better catches you're going to see. The ball was thrown over the far shoulder, had to switch his head around, and makes a fantastic catch. And Foxcroft's on the board early.
Costigan actually had pretty good coverage as you see the Mid-State Machine instant replay, but Sands just went up and snagged that out of the air, and he comes down. Foxcroft Academy not only scores first, they score fast.
Had to make an adjustment, and he did. The coverage was good. Awesome catch.
Line up here for the extra point for the Ponies. Looking to put the exclamation on. That one a little quick kick. That one is up, and Aiden Harvey puts it in good. So, with just about 4 minutes gone, Foxcroft Academy scores quickly. They go up with the first score on a touchdown catch by Lucas Sands. That puts them up 7-0. We'll be back as Winslow will get the ball when we return. Winslow versus Foxcroft Academy here on The Score.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257. 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
So Foxcroft Academy strikes first in a hurry. Now John Winslow going to have to respond here, and that just puts the pressure on, like you said, talking about needing to get off a good start. I think Winslow can score now. They potentially have to chase, quote unquote.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. The coaching staff's got to get them to relax, Winslow, and play their game that they had scheduled to come into this game.
Hardy catches that one, rolling to his right. He's on the hash line, splits the defense there, now trying to bounce it outside. Close the hole there, but Winslow going to start with pretty good field position of their own as Hardy fell across the 35, should be about their own 37-yard line.
Hardy was one block away from taking that to the house. I mean, he cut back to the outside, and had he picked up a block, he could have gone all the way. Great run.
So you know what you're going to get with this Winslow offense. They'll pack them in tight. Going to have a lot of movement. Liam Fortin, Hassan Hobby, the 2 running backs, very good. Broderick Bempson, the big fullback as well. They're going to pack it in tight, and they're going to try and bust one. They start from their own 37 with Tucker Parmala, who missed last season, most of last season, I should say, under center.
Tight formation, blocking techniques are critical, but Winslow always does it well.
From their 37, man in motion, they're going to pitch it to Fortin. He's coming to the left side, gets through the line of scrimmage, runs through a tackle, and he's going to go down just shy of midfield. Should have a first down.
Liam Fortin followed his blockers, and AJ, they opened up a huge hole. Great line charge by the left side of the Winslow offense.
Yeah, give him 11. That'll work for Winslow. Again, even though they're going to do a lot of running the ball, they have shown the ability early on here to pick up first downs.
They'll use their misdirection as the go-to play in big situations.
Back to Parmelo under center, Bempson behind him. He's going to turn around, and they're just going to push him all the way across midfield. Despite just the quarterback push, he's going to pick up about 4 yards.
Hasn't that come into vogue now? The quarterback push from the NFL now down to the high school ranks.
100%. They're going to put it just over the Foxcroft Academy 49, so we'll call it 3. 2nd and 7 here for Winslow. Their first drive on offense. Foxcroft Academy goes down and scores on a Lucas Sand touchdown catch, aided by a penalty from Winslow to extend that, to push them quickly down.
Winslow wants to take time off the clock. This is how they do it.
Parmelo comes in under center. Land in motion is Hobby. He's going to get a pitch going from left to right. As he gets in the line of scrimmage, not much doing there. Maybe to the Foxcroft 47.
Yeah, a pickup of about 2. Great closure by Foxcroft Academy. They came up and sealed that one off. It's 3rd and a long 6.
Yeah, just a smidge past the 48-yard line of Foxcroft Academy. So, yeah, 3rd and a long 6 here. Not a spot Winslow wants to be in. Again, they want to be short chains, able to run the ball. Let's see what they come out with here, needing to pick up this first 3rd down of the game.
Now, Parmelo can throw, but watch them go misdirection against the grain.
Parmelo comes up on not quite under center. Takes his time now under center. Man in motion is Hobby. They're going to fake it. Bempson, they're going to give it to Fortin. He's going to go nowhere. Fortin could not get away as they tried to go with that misdirection. Foxcroft Academy got great push. First man to him, who's able to push him back and then going to get some help from his teammate. But Aiden Bryant was the first one there that absolutely blew up that play. It goes back to the 50, a loss of 2. And 4th and 8 here for Winslow with the offense still currently on the field.
Well, it's a critical time of the game, but I'm not sure I'd go for it with 4th and 7 here, AJ, but punting crew's in now.
Yeah, that brings out Tucker Parmelo is their punter. Looked like initially a lot of the same personnel for Winslow, but loss of 2 on that one I think makes this an easy decision. Going to get a whistle here beforehand. Flag thrown. And it's going to go against the Black Raiders, so they're going to have to back up even further.
That's a delay of game, but I did not see the back judge.
Yeah, I'll defer to you. Didn't feel like they were in that huddle a long time.
No, it didn't. And I never saw the back judge giving him the 5-second countdown. So I'm not sure what's going on with the officiating, but that quarterback is looking to the back judge for the time.
Foxcroft sends back Aiden Harvey to join Silas Topolsky, both stand at about their 25. Clean snap on the punt. Good one from Parmelo, end over end. Bounces at the 30, going to take a Winslow roll. 25, and there it's going to finally die at about the 24. So a solid punt for Winslow. Unfortunately for the Black Raiders, now they got to find a way to stop this very potent Foxcroft Academy offense.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they haven't shown all their weapons yet, but their running weapons are pretty darn good.
So officially the line of scrimmage will be the Foxcroft Academy 24. First time through, Foxcroft Academy didn't face a 3rd down, picked up 15 freebies from Winslow's defense. Now Caruso with his second drive, a chance to go up 2 scores. He's in the shotgun. Holmes to his left, 3 receivers bunched to his right. Left. Turnaround handoff to Holmes, who's going to go that way. He's going to try and bounce it outside. Cuts up, gets arm tackled strong. A lot of flags coming in late there as he goes down at about the 30.
We got a block in the back by number 1, Silas Topolsky on the edge, and that's going to bring it back 10 yards.
Good call on that one. You can see right there on the Mid-State Machine instant replay. Mid-State Machine, if you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. So Winslow talking about needing to find early stops, going to get aided here by the Ponies with the original line of scrimmage at the 24. Now it is set all the way back at the 18, so this should be 1st and about 16.
And this is the time that Winslow needs to create a break. Foxcroft's going to hang on to that ball deep in their territory.
Griffin turning, looking for the quick pass out. That's Sands, catches at his 15, gets a block to the 25, gets wrapped up, goes down at about the 30. And a nice quick play there for Sands, who very early on established himself as an option here for the Ponies in the passing game.
Well, that's what they do. They look outside to Lucas Sands, and he not only is a great receiver, but he's a great runner as well. Saw him pick up a nice block on the edge, and he almost took that to the end zone.
Yeah, he was about one more away. He picks up 12, so 1st and 16 becomes very quickly a manageable 2nd and 4, with the nose of the football sitting at the 30, first down marker at the 34.
Good throwing down. This is when Caruso likes to throw the ball.
New running back Landon Smith standing behind Caruso. They've got a bunch formation to Griffin's left. Grissom takes the snap. They're going to hand off there, trying to go up the gut. Good penetration from Winslow. Not bad, as Smith was able to fall forward, though, and pick up a couple.
You know, Winslow's doing a real good job on that running attack. They're into holes, they're into gaps, they're sealing those up, and Foxcroft is having all they can with their run game.
Yeah, more than just a couple. The nose of the football sitting at the 33, so 1st and 16 for Foxcroft very quickly has become a 3rd and 1.
Big play.
Split back formation. Griffin flanked by either side. 2 receivers far side, the wide side of the field. Sands by himself bottom. They're going to turn around and head off to Smith. He's going to go up the middle.
Didn't get it.
He's going to get met there, and it's definitely going to be close.
He did not get that. I'm betting Mike Violet's house mortgage.
I don't know that he'll take too kind. Ooh, it's going to be close. That, based on the replay, we'll run that one more time because they're going to measure this for sure, I think.
He is not up to the 34.
I thought they were going to measure it, but you were correct. Sideline judge says no, put up the fist for 4th down. Now I think you're going to get a measurement here.
He's going to be short about 6 inches.
So we will take a look. Good time to remind you here very quickly. High school sports on Central Maine Sports is brought to you by Casella Waste for your residential commercial trash pickup. Computer improvements from your sales of computers and accessories to service. They are your computer store, and Skowhegan Savings Bank, making our communities a better place to live and work. They will bring out the sticks. Our very own John Coughlin is AJ Knight, John Coughlin. It's the Rigneys, the Knights, and John Coughlin is the easiest way to tell you who's here. They're going to measure here. Coughlin's prediction, short. Good shot here on camera from Tyler Rigney.
Uh-oh.
That ref's in the way.
6 inches.
But that looks short, and you were correct.
That's the old official in me. I can't run anymore, but I can sort of still see.
I like it. So a decision here for Foxcroft Academy. 1st and 16, got to 3rd, and maybe a little bit longer than a 1. Now it's 4th and 6 inches.
Going to go long count, or you think you can make this honestly? AJ, you go for this?
I don't think I go for it, given that your defense, I think, played pretty well. Especially, I don't like going for 4th and inches out of the shotgun, but it could be, like you said, trying to get the hard snap.
They're stacking the line.
They're going to go for it. They're going to turn around, hand it to Smith. He's trying to bounce outside. He turns upfield, and he got it.
Boy, had a chance to bring him down in the backfield. Great pursuit, but they did pick up the 1st down, and that's a big one.
Very long developing play. That being said, they needed 6 inches. I think they maybe got 2 lengths of the football there. So regardless, it counts. 1st down, Foxcroft Academy. And I think you see there, John, maybe Foxcroft paying a little bit of respect to this year's version of Winslow, going for that deep in their own territory.
Yeah, they're attacking the edge. That middle play by the Winslow defense is awesome.
Griffin in the shotgun. He's got Smith to his right. That's Holmes. 2 receivers either side. Going to turn around and pitch that sweep. Here comes Polaski coming around the right side. Gets a block out there from Sands. He's just going to get bounced out of bounds. Decent pursuit again from Winslow. Just couldn't quite track him down in the backfield. That being said, nice job setting the edge, as that's going to be a gain of about 6.
Well, Topolsky wanted a late hit again out of bounds. He didn't like that hit along the sidelines. But again, Finn Holmes with a great block to free Topolsky.
Yeah, no, you are correct. Saw that as we showed the Mid-State Machine instant replay. That block was the difference between that 6-yard gain and possibly losing 5. But anyway, they get it up to the 42, so give them a gain of 7. So 7 yards on that one. 2nd and 3, 5:11 here to go in the 1st quarter. Foxcroft Academy up 7-0, looking to drive and add more. Griffin in the shotgun. He's got Holmes to his left. 2 receivers either side. Sands the one here at the bottom of the screen. Going to turn around, look the other way. That's Polsky, catches at the 40. Lot of traffic out there. Tied up. Winslow raking at the ball. Not going to get it. Going to be a few yard gain here for the Ponies.
Tried to throw a bubble screen, but he couldn't come back to the inside. Great job by the Winslow defense to stretch that out.
And you saw there on the Mid-State Machine replay, that was Holmes got out there and just absolutely threw a massive block.
Yeah, he blew it up.
He is making a big difference early in his blocking. Either way here, 3rd and 2, Foxcroft Academy facing a very short 3rd down conversion. Again, last time Winslow was able to get some pretty good penetration and force them to at least make the decision on 4th down.
I believe they'll attack the edge.
See how Winslow handles this. 3 receivers here, near side, wide side of the field. Holmes to Griffin's left. Griffin in the shotgun, takes a snap, going to pitch it out, going the other way. Holmes going to get some space on the sideline, gets tied up. That's going to be a horse collar as he's finally shoved out of bounds at the Winslow 45.
I think you're going to find it's a hold. The tackle, he got jersey, but he didn't get inside it. So I think they have a hold on the end. So that's going to back him up. Good for Winslow.
Good call, Mr. Coughlin. You are correct. So Foxcroft Academy marching in reverse yet again. Now 3rd and 2 going to become, see where they set it down.
Yeah, that's a big play for Winslow now. It's going to bring up 3rd and longer, and a stop here could produce a punt.
So it's opposed to 10. The first down or the line to gain is at the 45. Refs set the ball just shy of the 39, so it's going to be 3rd here and a long 6.
You know, as we're nearing the end of the first period, Winslow's in this game. They wanted to shorten the game. Foxcroft has 1 touchdown. Winslow's in this game for sure, and a big stop here puts him back on the top.
2 receivers either side for Foxcroft Academy. Holmes going to be to the left of Griffin in the shotgun again. Griffin takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking for something, lofts it out there, easy pitch and catch. That's Harvey up the sideline, still in bounds, finally knocked out. There's the flag, and I think you're going to get the late hit that time that Foxcroft Academy has been looking for.
Well, I don't know if this sideline is narrow or not, but they're having problems as the defense comes this way of continuing their hit and extending it through. But I think, AJ, as you said, they're excited, big game, and the call's going against Foxcroft.
I did not expect that. I missed it. What was the call?
I'm not sure.
So that's chop block. That's wiped off. Also very important, Lucas Sands, their big receiver who's got the touchdown catch, limped off the far side of the field as Foxcroft Academy has picked up this 3rd down twice, only to have it completely nullified by penalties.
Well, Foxcroft does not usually shoot their foot in the ground, and I think if you're the coaching staff right now, Danny White, 16 years at Foxcroft Academy, he does not like to make mistakes.
So we'll see where this is. Looks like, that being said, it is still going to give them a first down. So they did gain enough, even with the penalty after the fact.
Yeah, the head officials got to realize that's a first down.
So they're going to give the Chains a second here to move. They're going to get it by 1 yard as we've ticked under 4 minutes here to go in this first quarter. Griffin's in the shotgun, got Holmes to his right. 2 receivers either side, ball at their own 46. Polsky comes in motion. High snap there. Griffin fakes, setting up the screen. Can't get there as the pressure was too much from the Winslow Black Raiders. A little incompletion as Topolsky came around, but they could not get it to Holmes there on the little flare-out screen.
Alex Hardy and Liam Fortin certainly had that charge defensively. Got up into Caruso's face, had nowhere to throw the ball.
Well, to your point, too, John, is that I think early on, Winslow's not done too bad getting penetration in the middle. Foxcroft Academy's had more success on the edges.
Yeah.
They're maybe trying to slow down that interior pressure, but it was just too good from Winslow. 2nd and 10.
I think Caruso could throw the ball effectively. I think Danny White wants to establish the run game and the dominance of the offensive line before he goes to the air.
2nd and 10. Holmes to the right of Griffin. 2 receivers either side, near side, short side of the field. Takes a snap. He's going to pitch it out to Holmes going right. There's a ton of Winslow Black Raiders there, and he's going to lose yards as he gets swarmed.
Great pursuit by the Winslow Black Raiders defense. Tried to make the cutback, and I'm going to tell you, it's not back into the middle of that line because defense is strong in the middle for Winslow.
Now that one, Winslow's again been able to get some interior push. Holmes gets that pitch, just a little pitch trying to get him to go left, and instead he just finds a ton of Winslow Black Raiders waiting for him. That is a loss of 2, so 3rd and 12 here for Foxcroft Academy, who is shot themselves in the foot in this drive thus far, made it a lot more challenging for themselves at least than it's had to have been.
You're seeing the defensive line shift, and I think that's causing confusion for the blocking scheme of Foxcroft, because you're right, AJ. Winslow's having all the time to get in the backfield.
Holmes to the right of Caruso, takes a snap. He's immediately under pressure, fires across the middle, bobble and a catch. What a good catch there by Aiden Harvey as that one got on him in a hurry.
Well, it was a great throw, but it was a better catch as Harvey bobbled, pulled it in as he was getting hit, but Caruso laid it right on the numbers.
That one, he had to put that in the right spot. Harvey, like you said, bobbled it, was able to still make the catch. And it's going to be another first down for Foxcroft Academy.
And Caruso is having his way through the airways. Defenders are a little bit smallish covering the large wide receivers.
1st and 10 for Foxcroft Academy. Going to go with that sweep to Topolsky again, trying to get some blocks. Cannot find any as that one is completely strung out by Winslow. He'd be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and I think he's going to lose yards.
You can see a lot of tape and film was viewed this week because the defensive line knows when they pitch and go wide, string it out, we'll get there.
So loss of 2 there on that little pitch sweep, and it's going to be 2nd and 12 here. Again, Winslow's gotten some penetration. They've been able to get some negative plays. They just can't get that big play on 3rd down.
Yeah, that's the thing. They've got to get a big play, a fumble recovery. They've got to pick. They've got to throw the quarterback for a huge loss. They need something to gain the edge.
Second and 12 here for the Foxcroft Academy offense. Griffin takes a snap. He's going to hand out to Holmes, who's going to get hit immediately. There was nowhere for him to go. Again, that interior of Winslow now starting to make itself felt as they push Foxcroft Academy back for another negative yard.
That's senior Seth Bard who shoved his block to the side, stood his ground, made a tough tackle.
We're going to call this 3rd and 13, or 3rd and a short 12, I guess, if you would. As we tick to about a minute left here in the first quarter. Foxcroft Academy 7, Winslow 0. Foxcroft Academy's held the ball for a very long time on this drive, mostly due to some negative plays, some of their own penalties, but they still find themselves at the Winslow 37, needing 12 to pick up the first down.
Caruso's been tough through the air.
Caruso in the shotgun. Holmes to his left, 2 receivers either side. Turns around, play action. Looking, going deep, looking for Sands. That is way over his head. Sands was open, had that big body in front of Isaiah Costigan, but missed him. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there. But that is a break for Winslow as Foxcroft Academy facing 4th and 12 now. 4th and a long 12 with about 38 seconds left here to go in this first quarter.
Well, Caruso looked off the receivers and came back to Sands. That was his primary target, but just put a little bit too much air under the ball.
And that's saying something because Sands is not a small target out there at wide receiver.
No, I dare say all the receivers that they're out, they're covered by people that are at least 6 inches smaller.
I would agree with that. There's definitely a height advantage for Foxcroft. Now facing 4th and a long 12. They're at the Winslow 37.
Winslow can turn the game around with a stop.
Caruso in the shotgun. Holmes to his left. 2 receivers either side. Takes the snap. Looking left. Loads up over the center there behind Topolsky, who makes a great catch and converts the 4th down.
That is big time. Caruso stood in the pocket, couldn't find a receiver at the last moment. Cross the middle, that's Harvey, and a big first down. Excuse me, no, that is Topolsky.
Yeah. And that one a little bit behind him. A nice catch as the receivers are doing a nice job helping out Griffin Caruso because he had to wait up for that one. Converts the 4th down, and puts the Foxcroft Academy offense on the Winslow 16 here with 16 seconds left.
And they will run a play.
Caruso by himself in the backfield. Drops, looking, going to Topolsky. That one hangs up there. There's a chance. That one bobbled, and Topolsky comes down with it.
Great catch.
Another great catch as Foxcroft Academy receivers bail out Caruso on some not necessarily best thrown balls. And that one, Winslow really wishes they could have that one back. Hardy was just sitting back there, but just couldn't muscle it out of Topolsky's hands.
And again, credit Caruso for biding his time, wait until a receiver got a little bit of an opening, hung the ball up, and used the receiver's height to an advantage.
So here comes the extra point as Foxcroft Academy scores their second touchdown of the quarter. That one flutters, but it is still going to get up and through. And so that makes it 14-0 for Topolsky on the 16-yard touchdown pass. You're going to see it here from Caruso. It hung up there. Winslow had a chance, but couldn't quite come down with it, and they'll look for an answer when we return. 14-0, Foxcroft Academy on top of the Winslow Black Raiders. We'll be back in just a second on The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Winslow set to receive, looking for some answers here. 4 seconds just left in this one. That's going to be returnable as Hardy tracks back to about his 10-yard line to grab it. A lot of Foxcroft up on Ponies to dodge, and he just ends up going down about the 20, and that will end the first quarter. Foxcroft out to a quick lead, 14-0 on top of the Winslow Black Raiders at the end of the first quarter. You're listening and watching high school sports on The Score.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
AJ Knight and John Coughlin here with you from Jerry Poulin Memorial Field. Time for your first quarter recap brought to you by 201 Service. 2 touchdowns for Foxcroft Academy. First one, 33 yards to wide receiver Lucas Sands. Second one, 16 yards. Chance for a pick to Topolsky, and that puts Foxcroft Academy up 14-0. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Winslow takes over from their 20, going to hand it off. Coming around, trying to find some space, not much doing. A flag comes in late on the carry there. Hassan Hobby.
That's a mask right there.
Well, Winslow looking for some breaks. Have only had, I think to point out, we talked about pace of play going to be super important. We thought Winslow was going to be the slow one. Credit Foxcroft Academy. You get 3 offensive possessions in the first quarter, and they take 2 of them.
And you look at the coaching staff, and they're saying, don't the Central Maine officials allow this to play? He just moved his head side, and you can see Foxcroft saying those aren't penalties, but they are here in Winslow.
Foxcroft Academy has been official of, I don't want to say questionable, but some late hits that, we'll see. So Winslow happy to be on the side of some good luck as that moves the ball all the way up to the 36. So a gain of 1 and then, 37. So a gain of 2 and then 15 yards on the face mask. Either way, first down for the Winslow Black Raiders.
Take it any way you can.
Yeah. They need to find some offensive mojo here. Just their second offensive drive. Parmelo under center, man in motion is Hobby. Instead, Bimpson's going to get it up the middle, and that hole bursts wide open. He's going to get finally spun down at about the 45 as everyone was tracking Fortin and Hobby, and Bimpson didn't run into anybody for about 6 yards.
You can see the quarterback and the strategy for Winslow as Pomerleau comes to the line of scrimmage, and he waits for the play clock to run down, although we don't have a play clock, but he waits until the final moments to shorten the game. He's doing this on every play.
So here at the 45, big first down pickup from Bimson makes it 2nd and 2 here. Give him 8. Pomerleau, again, like you said, being patient, now finally goes under center. Man is Hobby. Hobby gets it now, double pitch to Fortin as he hands off there. He's going to stumble forward and pick up the first down.
You know, with that single wing offense here and the man in motion, that's a hard thing to run. It's easier to defense because your blocking area is so small. Right now, Foxcroft Academy to the outside is having troubles. Up the middle, they're not.
So that rush by Fortin, he picks up 4, gives him a first down as Winslow just sitting on their 49, just shy of midfield. Full house backfield right there. Pomerleau going to come under center with Bimson, Fortin, and Hobby all behind him. Turn around, and they're going to give it to Hobby with a convoy of blockers. He gets to midfield, gets wrapped up, and stumbles forward for maybe a yard more. First one there. Surprise, surprise, familiar faces, Finn Holmes.
Hey, AJ, you mentioned Pullen Field, and we were talking about coaches, but I want to say hi to Jimmy Pullen. Jimmy, I know you're listening today. I hope you're doing well. Jimmy's career started in Winslow in 1973, and he never left. I think Jimmy coached just about every sport here, including football, and he was a great man and a great educator.
Seconded. 2nd and 8 here for the Winslow Black Raiders on the 2-yard rush there by Hassan Hobby. Got that packed in tight backfield yet again. Bimson behind Pomerleau, who now goes under center. Man in motion's Hobby. Going to give it to Bimson up the center. It explodes open again, and he's going to be close to the first down.
Yeah.
And how about that for a late hit? I think that warrants consideration as you're going to see Bimson there. Again, nobody touches him for 7 yards.
Well, the field judge got a first down. The line judge doesn't. Let's see who wins this.
I'd look close as Bimson didn't run at any contact. Looks like they're going to stop the clock here and measure. Scratch that. Timeout, Winslow.
Timeout, yeah. The play is short. It's about a yard short where they spotted it, but a big drive.
So 3rd and short here as Winslow takes timeout, looking to finally get on the scoreboard. Currently 14-0 Foxcroft Academy, about 9.5 to go here in the second quarter. We'll take a quick timeout as well here on the score.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
AJ Knight, John Coughlin here with you on this Saturday afternoon, a battle of undefeateds, Winslow trailing Foxcroft Academy. And our high school sports coverage would like to thank Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less, online at cmautogroup.com. Winslow comes out of the timeout facing a 3rd and short. Wanted to talk it over here as they are on the Foxcroft Academy 42. They're just going to do the push, and they're going to get a good push as Pomerleau needing about 6 inches. Maybe he's going to get himself all the way down to the 40, even further maybe.
Well, that's an effective play. I mean, you get the fullback in behind to push, the tush push, and that's been an effective play for Winslow. Remember that one.
So give them a long 2-yard gain. Regardless, it's a first down as Winslow's line of scrimmage now sets up on the Foxcroft Academy 40. Good drive here from Winslow, needing to find a response.
And Winslow, again, effectively delaying the snap. Down 2 touchdowns. You get down 3, and that's a hard thing to do from that point on.
Yeah, I think, again, a lot of two-way players. Maybe see if you can wear him down a little bit.
Yep.
1st and 10 here from the Foxcroft 40. Pomerleau's got Bimson behind him. The flanker to the left is Hobby. He comes in motion. He's going to get the pitch now, handed off to Fortin. He's got a convoy of blocks and trying to bounce it outside and cannot do so.
Great pursuit by Foxcroft as they extended that, and Winslow, Liam Fortin, just couldn't take the edge.
Yeah, it looked like he was behind a convoy of blocks, but just couldn't quite get the edge. As you said, I believe Foxcroft Academy, that tackle, I want to say Colby Simons. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, that came from the linebackers, and they've got great pursuit.
So they call it no gain. 2nd and 10 here. Ball stays at the 40 for Winslow. Flanker to the left, Hobby. Flanker to the right. Fortin right behind Parmelo is Broderick Bimson, who's had success this drive, has just kind of been ignored by Foxcroft.
Now, Parmelo can throw.
You're going to hand off to Hobby, who's going to run nowhere. Tried to string that out. Breaks a tackle. Does a nice job just getting back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Hobby was looking for an area to cut back, kept looking to cut back, but Foxcroft strung that out effectively.
In pursuit there, one of the running back tackle. That was Landon Smith for the Ponies. Credit to Hobby. They're actually going to give him about a yard here, so 3rd and 9. Winslow is sort of chewing up some field now. They got down to the Foxcroft 40, and they've had a run of no gain and a run of 1 yard.
Winslow will get the opening kickoff in the second half, so it'd be wonderful for Winslow if they could score here.
That is true, especially burning some more clock. Parmelo going to be under center here. Bimson behind him. Hobby the flanker left, Fortin right. Going to turn around, fake it. Parmelo back to throw, flips it out to Bimson in the flat. He's got some space. High tackle goes up and over to Smith, and Bimson going to go out right around the 25-yard line.
And again, almost a late hit, and they were up around the helmet and horse collar, but a big play for Winslow, and they're looking now to determine if it's a first down.
Oh, yeah. Based on what we just saw, I ran the Mid-State Machine instant replay there.
They got it?
It looked like he stepped across the 30, but it is where the ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I think the official was really intent on looking to see if there was any late hit. He may not, but, that's about the area. Whether he could have gotten another 6 inches, I don't know.
We can show you the Mid-State Machine instant replay once again. Again, the line to gain is the 30. You're going to see here, Bimson turns that up. Smith goes way high.
He gets over it.
And it does look like the ball's going to be close. The foot was past the 30, and you can see that great shot by our own Tyler Rigney here. And that looks like that's going to be short.
Yeah, very within an inch or two. And AJ, I thought in the replay, he extended the ball past the 30.
I'm with you. It looked like based on our angle that was a first down. So Winslow now facing a 4th and nose of the football. Okay, now we get to see a little bit better look. So about a length of the football.
And I would call tush push.
Yeah, they've had success with it. They've been able to gain a handful of yards. I think you're spot on. I think that's the absolute right call.
Now let's see what Foxcroft does to solidify that middle over the nose of the football.
Big response here. No surprise this deep in territory, and Winslow needing to find some points. So 4th and the length of the football here for the Black Raiders. Parmelo quickly under center. Hard count. Get set. Man in motion. Going to hand it to Hobby. Hobby's clearly got the first down as he needed inches, and he got 5.
Good call. As Foxcroft was really centering on the quarterback, the pitch off tackle found a hole and a big first down for Winslow.
Yeah, I think Foxcroft Academy's thinking the same thing you and I were, which was they were loading up the center. Nice call there as they get some movement and get some push to the outside. Gain of 5 puts them down to the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs for Winslow's. The clock now ticks under 7 minutes.
They punched this one in, AJ. We got a ball game.
Yes, we do. It's a nice, long, yard-chewing, clock-chewing drive from the Black Raiders. 1st and 10, Foxcroft Academy 25. Parmelo under center. Same setup. Hobby flanker left, Form flanker right. Bimson behind him. Man in motion's Hobby. They're going to fake it to him. Parmelo rolls out left side. Got protection. Sets, throws, chucks that one up. Had a lot of bodies in the area, but throws it over everybody's head.
He was very fortunate. Had a man open early, but couldn't get his feet set. And took a while to throw the ball, and the defenders got in the passing lane.
Yeah, that pass, I believe, or the closest receiver at least, was Noah Harding for Winslow. So 2nd and 10, first down, don't necessarily despise that call. See if you can catch Foxcroft cheating on the run. Now Winslow stops the clock. 6:34 here to go in this second quarter. Foxcroft still looking to score points. 2nd and 10 from the Foxcroft Academy. Winslow still looking to score points. Foxcroft Academy 25 is where the Black Raiders find themselves. 2nd and 10. Parmelo goes under center. Man in motion is Fortin. They're going to pitch it to him. Double handoff to Hobby. Trying to get to the outside. He is tied up there by Holmes as Hobby's able to drag him for a few yards, but that looked like could have been a big play. Instead, I think Hobby's going to get about 4.
That's got to be a little bit quicker developing. That one took a little bit too long in the backfield. Just enough time for the defensive ends for Foxcroft to turn the edge.
They spot the ball at the 21-yard line. So, again, gain of 4. 3rd and 6 here for Foxcroft Academy. 100%, of course, in 4-down territory.
Yeah.
Clock's going to tick under 6 minutes here. So Winslow, again, content to burn as much clock as possible.
Need a big play.
Now they're going to come spread out. Parmelo going to be in the shotgun. Bimpson to his right. 2 receivers either side. The slot's the running backs, Fortin and Hobby.
Haven't seen this formation.
Parmelo gets the snap, drops back, loads up, looking sideline. He gets hit as he throws. That is well short of Fortin, and that is going to be incomplete.
Well, Parmelo took a hit as he was throwing the ball. Ball did come up short. Had the receiver for a moment. I think a pump fake, turn up the field. I think you've got a receiver all alone in the end zone.
Now here's the question, Mr. Coughlin. What do you draw up 4th and 6 from the Foxcroft Academy 21?
Again, the quarterback loves to throw to his receivers in the flat. I pump one and throw deep.
It looks like they're going to stay in that spread formation. Parmelo in the shotgun. Bimpson originally walked to his right, now to his left.
And I'd go to Hardy. Single coverage.
2 receivers either side. Man in motion as Fortin comes from right to left. They look like they're going to throw the screen. Instead, though, there's going to be a false start. So now 4th and 6 about to become 4th and 11 for Winslow.
I think the motion man turned up a little bit too quick.
That was Fortin coming out of the right side slot. Looks like they were going to flick a screen out there. Potentially a double pass. Fortin did play a little bit of QB last year for Winslow.
Yeah, could have been.
So now.
But Fortin turned upfield to gain an advantage because that ball was certainly going to be thrown to him.
So clock stops, 5:38 here to go in the first half. It's Foxcroft Academy 14, Winslow nothing. Now 4th and 11 for Winslow from the Foxcroft Academy 26. They got to get to the 15. Shotgun spread formation. Parmelo shotgun, Bimpson to his right, 2 receivers either side. Parmelo takes a snap, looking down the right side, looking down, unloads, lets it go, looking for Fortin in the end zone, jump ball, and that one just out of bounds, out of reach. The closest man actually was Topolsky, who got, I think, a little bit of a hand on that, but that was just going to be a tough task, and that turns the ball over on down to Foxcroft Academy, who now with 3 timeouts and a 14-point lead can really put a hurting on Winslow.
Yeah, Winslow's really got to turn up the dial defensively here and get into the halftime only trailing by 2 touchdowns because a third one by Foxcroft could be lights out.
High school sports on the score brought to you by Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer, sales and service by a family who cares, and Somerset Stone & Stove offering quality gas, pellet, wood stoves, and hardscape products. 1st and 10, Foxcroft Academy. They've got it on their own 26-yard line. Caruso in the shotgun. 2 receivers either side. Man comes in motion out of the slot. High snap, pitches to him. Trying to turn upfield. That's Hutchinson. And Hutchinson gets wrapped up and goes nowhere.
Again, another offensive play that took a little while. And we got a fumble, and Winslow picks it up.
Winslow able to force the turnover. And yes, credit. I did not see it at the time, but that ball just completely dropped out. And Winslow forces a turnover.
And I think the Foxcroft coaching staff thought the play was over, and the boy just let go of the ball. Let's see what happens.
No.
It's not in the pile.
No, that one.
And it's out.
That's first. I mean, you're talking near first contact. That is 100% a fumble. Winslow, huge defensive stop there, forces the fumble. Now they got 1st and 10. From the Foxcroft Academy 25.
Not characteristic of Foxcroft.
And the ball's on the turf again, still loose. And there's going to be a dog pile here. Let's wait and see. That one they tried to go, I think, for that double handoff. And Winslow comes out of the pile with it.
Wow. I don't think the handoff ever got into the arms. I think he hit him on the elbow. Ball came loose as he tried to get it into the ball carrier.
Take a real quick look here at the Mid-State Machine instant replay.
It does. It catches him on the elbow.
I think it caught Bimpson as he was trying to hand to Fortin. Lucky the offensive lineman jumps on it. And in the case, it ends up being a gain of 1 for Winslow. 2nd and 9. 4:38 here to go in the first half. 2nd and 9. Foxcroft Academy 24. Winslow looking to get off that goose egg.
And still delaying the game.
Turnaround, Parmelo gives it to Bimpson. He gets a little bit of push, finally goes down at about the 20. So this should be about 3rd and 5 for the Black Raiders.
I think Pomerleau saw something that time. When he handled the ball, he had the edge all to himself. Watch for that play to happen again, but Pomerleau to keep carrying the ball around the right end.
So they give him that. Bimson gets up to the 20. Line to gain is just a smidge past the 15, so called a 3rd and long 5 here for Winslow.
We've seen this formation. Can he get the ball to the receivers?
Spread formation again. Pomerleau, 2 receivers either side. Slots both packed in tight. Bimson to his right. Man in motion is Hobby. They're going to hand it to him on the sweep, trying to get outside. He's got some blockers. He's got the edge there, tries to turn it upfield. Finally knocked out of bounds just past the 10-yard line.
And again, a great block downfield once again, freeing another 5 yards. And Winslow on the march with a big first down.
And that one finally able to get some help as the edge was sealed. Hobby able to pick up the first down as they mark him out at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 here from the 11. Can get a first down without the touchdown.
Hobby's he's got great footwork. He gives you the head, gets you to the outside. He's tough to bring down.
They're going to stay in this spread formation. Bimson to Pomerleau's left. Again, slot receivers. Left side Hobby, right side Fortin. Man in motion is Fortin coming from right to left. He gets the handoff on the sweep to the left, looking for a block. Bimson tries to set the edge. Hard tackle out there as he's lucky to get back to, I know he's going to lose yards.
You thought Fortin might be able to gain the edge, but quickly, Foxcroft Academy defensively, they closed it up quick. You know, I like the spread offense, AJ, but I don't think Winslow can get to the outside.
Does not appear so thus far. 3rd and that's a loss of 3 for Fortin, so this is going to be 3rd and 13 from the 14. It's going to be 2nd and 13 from the 14.
They're effectively closing out the half, though, with their offense, which is a good thing.
This should be able to, like you said, hold the ball for most of this. They're going to stay in this spread formation. Bimson going to be to the right of Pomerleau. He's in the shotgun. 2 receivers either side. Far side's the short side of the field. Pomerleau takes a snap, drops back, looking right, rolling that way, rolling, still rolling, looking. A flag comes out late. He's going to turn. He's got a lot of grass in front of him, and he finally goes out of bounds at the 5. But we'll have to see what that flag was in the backfield.
You know, AJ, and Mike will get mad at me, but that call was well behind the play, and that should not be called. That play was 15 yards away from the attack, and that play should not be called. Sorry.
And that's a hold against Winslow, as you got to see in the replay. Didn't look like a ton, and I totally get your argument. And for Winslow, devastating because you were already 2nd and long.
Yeah.
You got a good gain there for Pomerleau. Was going to make it 3rd and very manageable. Instead, this is going to be 2nd and a mile.
Just because the officials bring a flag, they don't have to throw it.
So remember, the first down marker sitting at just about the 1-yard line. The line of scrimmage currently for this 2nd down play is the 24. So it is 2nd and 23 for the Black Raiders.
All right, we got to dial up something here. Something they haven't seen, something that's a quick opener and need a block. And we got a timeout. We're going to talk about that call.
Now, Winslow shifted formation. They're going to take a timeout. We'll take one, too. 2:07 here to go in the first half as Foxcroft Academy's up 14-0. Winslow facing 2nd and a mile. We'll be back. Thank you for listening and watching high school football on The Score.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything. Tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims? Yup, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta Vassalboro line.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
2nd and a mile here for the Winslow Black Raiders offense. They're 2nd and 23 from the 24. AJ Knight, John Coughlin here with you as Winslow looks to get off the schneid here, needing to crack this goose egg. Shotgun formation. Pomerleau back with Bimson to his left. He's looking at short side, looking for his receiver all by himself, threw a little slant, and that was Alex Hardy, who was not looking for it at all.
Interesting because there was only one receiver out on that pass play, and it was going to him.
trying to maybe make it third a little bit more manageable, and obviously potentially give yourself a realistic fourth down maybe, but Hardy not looking for that at all, so the incompletion stops the clock with 2:05 here to go in the first half. Now 3rd and 23 as the first down line to gain for Winslow is the 1-yard line, or just shy of it.
Unfortunately, Foxcroft may get the ball back here, AJ. I thought this was over for the half, but they may get the ball back.
They have 3 timeouts remaining as well. 3rd and 23 here. Shotgun Parmelo. Bempson to his right, 2 receivers either side. He takes a snap, looking to his right. Still looking. Rolling, stops, fires, sideline. Man wide open. Bempson was wide open at the 15, but it's too high and through his hands.
This right sideline has some openings. Foxcroft has one defender, and when they flood this zone, Winslow could have some success.
Bempson all by himself there at the 15 could have made that a 4th and
close.
Yeah, potentially 6, 7. Instead, now 4th and 23 from the 24. And again, the incompletion stops the clock with 2 minutes to go. And we're going to get a timeout here. Timeout. We'll take it as well. 14-0, 4th and a mile facing the Winslow Black Raiders as they look to close out this first half. We'll be back. Thank you for listening to High Schools Football on The Score.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
AJ Knight, John Coughlin here with you as Winslow faces a tough, interesting, curious decision. 4th and 23 on the Foxcroft Academy 24. 2 minutes here to go in the first half. Parmelo in the shotgun, takes the snap, bobbles it, stops, has to roll, pressured, just barely gets that away as he is wrapped up. And that is a turnover on downs for the Winslow Black Raiders.
Well, they drew up something in the huddle on the sidelines, but Parmelo just does not have any time for a receiver to get downfield where the first down marker is. I mean, his blockers have got to give him some more time.
Yeah, and then to your point, did we find out who took that timeout? I'm going to guess
Foxcroft.
Foxcroft did. So they have 2 timeouts remaining here, 1:56 to go. They've got a 14-0 lead. The important point for the second half is that Winslow's going to get the ball, so the Black Raiders desperately need these last minute 56 to be pointless, 1 minute 56.
Well, certainly Caruso's coming out throwing the ball, so defensively, if you're Winslow, you've got to protect.
Line of scrimmage, the 24 of Foxcroft Academy. Ponies break the huddle here. No surprise. Caruso going to be in the shotgun. Holmes to his left. Got 2 receivers either side. The slot's packed in tight to the line of scrimmage. Going to turn around and head it off to Holmes. He's going to try and get outside. Fortin there, wraps him up. Can't take him down. Broken tackle there. Holmes still turning his feet and going to get a positive gain out of that.
Well, 2 great plays there. It was Fortin with a great pursuit. Just couldn't bring him down. But you've got to give credit to Finn Holmes. I mean, he's an outstanding runner who the first initial hit, he does not go down.
So Foxcroft, despite the clock still running, not moving in that big a hurry. That was 5 yards, so 2nd and 5 here for the Ponies from their own 29. 2 receivers either side.
Watch for Sands on the right.
Caruso drops back and to throw it on the near sideline. That one caught, and that easily out of bounds. That catch for Lucas Sands, is with all that cushion, that was an easy pitch and catch.
Yeah, and Winslow will give him 10 yards, but they won't give him 40. They've got to stay between the goal line and the receiver. Watch this being out and up from Sands, though.
First down, Foxcroft Academy. Sands got out of bounds. Ball's at the 36-yard line. Still two timeouts from the Ponies as they have just over 60 yards still to go. 2 receivers either side. Slot receivers packed in tight to the line of scrimmage.
Costigan can't go for the hitch here, AJ.
They're going to pitch it, coming in motion. That's Harvey. He's going to get struck out, wrapped up by Hardy and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Hardy came from nowhere. He saw that play coming, and he knocked it down big time.
More importantly, 2 tackles and inbounds. And again, Foxcroft Academy not really moving in a hurry here. They're going to give Harvey, looks like, a yard. Going to get a yard out of that. So 2nd and 9 here.
I think they're playing possum.
2 receivers either side. Shotgun. Caruso takes a snap. Turns around. Looks for something short to Harvey at the 40. Trying to get outside. He gets wrapped up and taken down there. Spun around first man Whitman on the tackle. And there's the Foxcroft timeout as they're facing 3rd and... They're going to 3rd and short.
They're going to stop it for a measurement, but that clock's going to start up again because it's short.
Good call. So we'll get the measurement here. Gives Foxcroft Academy a chance to chit-chat about it. But again, just not really been in much of a hurry. 28 seconds left on the clock.
You know, they had 2 wide receivers with 2 defenders on them. Look again to go back to that right side and exploit Sands on an out and up.
So we will see what the Ponies draw up here. Again, like I said, just not really been in much of a hurry. Looks like based on that measurement, we've got a good shot here from Tyler. 2 chain links maybe.
Yep.
I mean, the distance doesn't matter so much. We're talking clock in Foxcroft Academy more so wanting to draw up, which I would assume would be a pass play. But again, just surprised by the tempo at which they're not moving.
I think this chain crew should get overtime. I mean, they've been working their butts off here. Or mileage, one or the other.
So it's going to be 3rd and 2 chain links here for Foxcroft Academy.
Well, look at them. I mean, they're on that side. They're on this side. The officials need to make that call. They don't need to. I mean, if the yard and the field is measured right, that's a first down. You can see it from here.
So 3rd and very short here for Foxcroft Academy.
AJ, when you measure the field for those and it's not right, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, big time. You'll hear about it from me specifically. So 3rd and very short here for Foxcroft Academy from their own 46-yard line. 28 seconds left here to go in the first half. Caruso in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back, going to look for something deep. Loads up, throws it up over the center. That one caught by Sands. He's got a lot of space. 20, 15. He is going to win this foot race and get all the way to the end zone for a 54-yard touchdown for the Foxcroft Academy Ponies.
Just playing possum. They didn't care how much time was on the clock. They were looking for Sands deep. All those short passes were just set up. When he flies, he's going to get a step on the receiver.
And Sands absolutely did. Some crossing routes there opened up, and he had nothing but green grass and high tides in front of him.
That's Sands' second touchdown reception of the game.
Yes, it is. Both of the touchdown catches have gone for 77 yards. And now Foxcroft Academy looking to put the exclamation point with an absolute backbreaker touchdown. Just 18 seconds left on the first half clock. Harvey back, bobbled snap. That is low, and that is going to be wide, so that is no good. Some good news for Winslow. The bad news, unfortunately, is Foxcroft Academy able to sneak Sands into the middle of the field wide open and win the foot race to put the Ponies up 20-0 just before half. Foxcroft Academy on top of Winslow. We'll be back for the rest of the second half here on The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher,
an HVAC technician,
pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect,
physical therapist,
I'm going to be a lawyer,
or we're a stop along the way,
I'm going to be a doctor,
a machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer,
an athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Just 18 seconds left here in the first half as Foxcroft Academy goes down and scores on a 54-yard touchdown pass to Lucas Sands.
I was going to say onside.
Kick here. Still loose, and Hardy finally is able to dive on it just past his own 25-yard line. That kind of how this first half has gone a little bit for Winslow.
Yeah, textbook time to go onsides right there, and Foxcroft did a pretty good job. One more bounce on it could have been problem.
So Winslow going to come out here, their own 26, not finding a ton of success on offense. They've had a few drives that have been able to push down the field, but it just seems like the Ponies have bowed up at the exact right time to really stop it from being a credible threat.
That's exactly right, and I think some small changes defensively, coaching staff making some adjustments, has brought any type of offense Winslow has down to earth.
So 15 seconds left here to go in this first half. Winslow 1st and 10.
No need to shorten the clock now.
Barmelo going to turn around. They pitch it to Fortin. He's got a convoy of blockers there. Cuts through. 30-35, lowers his head, and he's going to go down at the 40 for a first down.
Well, that's been their best offensive surge to date.
They've run that play a couple times. That convoy hasn't mattered much. They've had a hard time setting that edge. Regardless, give him a gain of 14. As Winslow finds a little bit of momentum. Clock stopped with 5 seconds left. Clock should start on the ref signal.
I think Foxcroft called a timeout, or they got one. Nope. Should be running.
That should be, by my understanding. They're just going to pitch it out to Fortin again. Slow playing the left side. Tries to cut back to the inside. And he's going to pick up a gain of 5, but that should be the end of the first half.
Well, the clock operator reset it to 6:58, but that is at the end of the half.
Yeah, that's the last play there. So gain of 5 there for Fortin, as that is where the half will come to a close, as Foxcroft Academy has been having their way with the Black Raiders thus far at half. Foxcroft Academy 20, Winslow 0. We will have the halftime show, your halftime numbers, and everything else brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company. When we come back, you're listening to high school football and watching On the Score.
Is it time for an auto loan? The team at Connected Credit Union will focus on an affordable monthly payment to fit your budget, while offering you a low rate and great service. Give our loan team a try for your next auto purchase. The added convenience of applying online or using our mobile app is just one more way Connected Credit Union makes your financing easy. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, member eligibility required.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
And hi, AJ Knight, John Coughlin here with you. And as we find ourselves in halftime, it is time for your 201 service quarter breakdown. And for that one, looked like we might potentially be flirting with a scoreless second quarter as Winslow chewed up some clock. Unfortunately, got the fourth down. We had we had a turnover, our first one of the game, as Winslow recovered the ball at the 25, nearly gave it away, but penalties, negative plays backed them up, and then Foxcroft Academy, you described it personally, plays possum, and Lucas Sands ends up with the 54-yard touchdown catch with 18 seconds left, and that is our only score in the second quarter.
You know, Winslow, this is a nightmare for him right now. I mean, teams like to stuff the box against them, and they need to throw against Foxcroft Academy. Unfortunately, Winslow has had no success. So I'm not sure what they're talking about in their locker room right now. But Winslow has got to dial up their offense, and I'm not sure just what they can do. Another kid throwing the ball, halfback options, double reverses, but they've got to get players outside, and they've got to get receivers open. And AJ, I just don't know if they can do that.
We will find out, get the halftime stats when we come back. First, though, of course, that was your 201 service quarter breakdown for the second quarter. Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. We will find out the halftime stats and take a look at what they can help us with for the analysis for the second half. But right now, at half, Foxcroft Academy, Foxcroft Academy 20, Winslow 0. It is halftime, and we will be back with your stats as you listen and watch high school sports on The Score.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. From 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257. 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything. Tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims? Yup, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta Vassalboro line.
Halftime here at Jerry Poulin Memorial Field as Winslow finds themselves on homecoming as we celebrate the Little Tykes getting their chance to run on this hallowed field. Winslow looking for some answers. They're down Foxcroft Academy 20-0. Halftime, of course, brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, HammondLumber.com. All right, John, you gave us a little taste of your perspective. Let's go with the numbers to back that up. What do you got for halftime
Well,
stats?
again, I mean, we came coming into this game that Foxcroft Academy could light it up, and they've done it sporadically. They've done what they've needed to do. Winslow, on the other hand, has turned the ball over a couple of times. They've had some tough breaks on penalties that hurt any drives that they've had. They just don't have any offense, and I don't know, AJ, what they're going to do in the locker room to try to restart this offense. They've got to scrap their original game plan, and they've got to score some points because Foxcroft may not be held to 20 points. They may score more. I mean, the quarterback has over 150 yards already. He's thrown 3 touchdown passes, 2 to Sands and 1 to Topolsky, and those passes are wide open for anybody to throw them the ball. I think they'll go more to that. But right now, Winslow has got to get their passing game going, get their players to the outside, shut down the Foxcroft Academy offense. And AJ, I don't know if they can do that.
Yeah, as we see the replay, some of the big plays from the highlight, you're going to see just a lot of them, really, Foxcroft Academy. This one at the end of the half, Sands did a nice job running some crossing routes, and Sands just turns on the Jets. And to your point, I think the thing that surprised me is I thought Foxcroft Academy might move with a little bit more of a breakneck speed. Instead, we only had 3 offensive possessions in the first half, and 2 of them were Foxcroft Academy, and their reason why we had 3 offensive possessions. I think they burned some clock of their own, but to your point, Foxcroft Academy gets the ball first, goes down and scores 7, puts the Winslow a little bit, I think, behind the 8 ball because they're trying to find those points to match Foxcroft. They don't.
Yeah.
Then the Ponies go up 14-0, and now for a Winslow offense that has found big plays in the run game, but you don't really associate with being a big play offense, so to speak, they're really in a tough spot.
To put this into perspective, Coach Littlefield is in the locker room realizing we're into game 3 right now. We've got a lifetime ahead of us. The second half, he's looking at the scoreboard as if it's 0-0. He wants to play a competitive second half so that they can get ready next week. They play at Lisbon, and that's certainly a tough place to go. Lisbon last night got killed by Wells, but that doesn't matter. Everybody gets killed by Wells. So, looking at this, Coach Littlefield has got to get them ready for next week in this second half.
Make sure you find all of our coverage, everything we do, including Legends of the Game, as hopefully Wes Littlefield looking to channel some of Coach Mike Savisky, who we had a clip of our Legends of the Game interview that he helped set up. Central Maine Sports on YouTube. We'll see if Winslow can find some offensive momentum and consistency in the second half. They will start with the ball. Halftime, of course, brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company. We get ready for the third quarter with Foxcroft Academy up 20-0 over Winslow. Third quarter coming up next. You're listening and watching high school football on The Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Is it time for an auto loan? The team at Connected Credit Union will focus on an affordable monthly payment to fit your budget, while offering you a low rate and great service. Give our loan team a try for your next auto purchase. The added convenience of applying online or using our mobile app is just one more way Connected Credit Union makes your financing easy. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, member eligibility required.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. From 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
You're getting ready for the start of the third quarter. AJ Knight, John Coughlin, the rare day off for Mike Violet, who's started in 77,000 straight games. As we get ready for the third quarter, worth noting to you, yes?
Just looking at as our cameraman looking at the footballs, AJ, there's a reason why Winslow can't throw the ball. The footballs are old. And whenever you see a team that can pass, their footballs are new. But those footballs that Winslow have date back to since Tank Violet was here. That's why they can't throw the ball.
Okay, well, there you go. A little insight you're not normally going to get anywhere else. As we get ready for the third quarter, high school sports on the score brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college. Over 40 academic degrees and certificates, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. And Skowhegan Tire Center, they beat any price. Route 201 in Skowhegan. And thank you as well. Speaking of Skowhegan, Height Chevrolet, our family is here for your family. All right, Mr. Coughlin, you've given us the stats. You've given us your feelings on the first half. Winslow's going to start with the ball. You know, the onside kick lurks out there. But I think Winslow's going to start with the ball here in the third quarter. What do you want to see on this opening drive?
Well, they got to open up the offense. They got to dial back into the playbooks of some of the offensive-minded Winslow teams, and they've got to put some points on the board. I mean, if they can get this into a 2-touchdown game, so much for that. But Winslow needs to score on this first drive because they may not get the ball again if Foxcroft goes to ball control.
Foxcroft Academy to this point has done a fairly nice job of running their normal offense and chewing up clock. So Winslow, as you see behind the 8 ball, I think ended up with only, even after the turnover, 4 offensive possessions?
Yeah, I don't think they had much more than that.
Not counting the end of the second half, the end of the half where they had like 15 seconds to work with. So Winslow set to get the ball, desperately needing to chip away at this Ponies lead.
Well, they can't slow down the game anymore, AJ, because they won't get the ball enough to score.
That's a good point. Their own offense runs counterintuitive to that. Going to be a squib kick here. Bimpson picks it up. He's going to try and bounce it out. He takes a hard hit and falls forward at about the 40.
I hope his family's got some aspirin tonight because that was a big hit. And Broderick Bimpson, he held on to the ball, but that one could have come out.
Credit Tyler Wing there delivering the big shot on the kick return. So Winslow still looking for points. Going to start here 1st and 10 from their own 39. So solid field position for the Black Raiders. To your point, a good one, John. Their own offense runs a little bit counterintuitive to that quick straight offense. So I think they're going to have to find a little bit of pace for themselves and maybe find a little bit of that passing game.
Well, we'll find out on this series what changes, if any, have been made.
They're going to stay in their typical formation, packed in tight. Bimpson's going to be behind Parmelo. Hobby, the flanker, to the left. Fortin, the flanker, to the right. Goes under center. Hobby comes in motion. He's going to get it, tries to burst through the center, and as he gets to the line of scrimmage, gets wrapped up and falls forward for about 2 yards.
Good blocking scheme up front. There's just too many bodies to try to block, and Foxcroft has got that one down to, that's a short gain. Winslow can have a couple of those, but they've got to start to air it out.
Then, to your point, I think Foxcroft Academy happy to give up 2 yards a pop.
Yeah.
So give him 3. They got the ball up at about the 42. So 2nd and 7 here for Winslow.
Let's see if they're still shortening the game. If they are, they're preparing for next weekend.
No rush quite yet. Parmelo goes under center. Fortin's going to go in motion. He's going to get the pitch going left. He's got a convoy of blocks there. He gets to midfield. He's up to the sideline. 40 tries to cut it back. He gets wrapped up and goes across the Foxcroft Academy 35.
The biggest yardage gain for Winslow, and it came off a simple sweep, toss pitch, and nice run by Liam Fortin.
Now, Winslow's tried that a few times, get that convoy of blockers, finally able to get Fortin out in space as he picks up.
Fortin's hurt.
Oh, don't like to see that. Not deep, I think, at this running back position.
Fortin's right ankle is hurt.
He picks up 24 yards on that rush. 1st and 10 for Winslow in business now. They're at the Foxcroft Academy 34.
Again, delay their snap to shorten the game.
Parmelo under center, man in motion. Hobby, he gets the pitch, tries to cut back there, lowers his shoulder, and Hobby missed that. I think there was a lot of space there in the middle of the field with a lot of black jerseys in front of him.
Yeah, I think had he turned out, AJ, he might have picked up one more block, sprung to the outside. But right now, Winslow's going to the toss pitch. It's a sweep on, and it's effective. I mean, they're getting to the edge pretty quickly.
So Hobby picks up a little more than 3. Still going to be 3rd and we'll call it, 2nd and a long 6. Ball just shy of the 30. Bimpson going to be behind Parmelo. Hobby the flanker left, Fortin flanker right. Already 2 minutes gone here in this third quarter. Parmelo goes under center. Man in motion is Hobby. They're going to hand it to Bimpson up the gut, and he is going to get not much of anything.
Yeah, the center was supposed to take out the guard, and he couldn't. And that blocked everything up, and it's a no gain for Winslow. And again, AJ, I am shocked that they're not going with a hurry-up offense.
That Foxcroft Academy, Thomas Day there, you see, real slow to get up, almost looked like a Charlie horse. And I'm with you. I mean, I think obviously Winslow's offense is Winslow's offense, but to just have a little bit more giddy up, I'm absolutely with you.
Yeah, I mean, they could get twice as many plays off. Now the center is going to go to the right on this.
3rd and 5 turnaround. They're going to do the pitch, and now a double handoff. Hobby tries to split through and just gets wrapped up. Cannot get away from those two Foxcroft Academy tacklers. As Hobby goes down at about the 25, maybe a yard short here.
Yeah, they're having some success, but they've got to get this first down.
So this is going to be 4th and we'll call it 1 for Winslow. Of course, no question here. You got to go for this deep in Foxcroft territory. Still looking to crack that goose egg.
Yeah, I think that the whole strategy this second half is do what they did in the first half, but do it better.
Thus far, we saw them do this. This was the area where it was struggling. It was once they got down close to the 20s. So 4th and a yard. Parmelo going to turn around, pitch it to Fortin. Fortin able to get through to get the first down, but not much more after that. They do get the first down, but a nice job setting the edge you're going to see here. And the first man in on that tackle for Foxcroft Academy is Aiden Sickler.
Come on, guys, that's a first down. Or it should have been.
Sure looked like it to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure the spot was friendly.
Take one more look at our Mid-State Machine instant replay. They had to get a yard up to about the 24.
Oh, he got more than that.
Oh, yeah. Fortin, I think, almost got to the 23.
Yes. Yeah, he got more than that. That's a bad spot.
Yeah, you saw our replay there. I do not. I'm with you, Mr. Coughlin. That is not a good spot.
That's a bad spot, but they didn't get it. And that's unfortunate.
Foxcroft Academy surely agrees with you. The head ref going to take another look at it.
Give it to him.
He's really got to get down there to take a peek.
Give it to him.
And he's going to give it to him. So justice prevails. I think I'm with you. I think that's a bad spot based on our replay. Winslow gets the first down regardless.
I've got 5 Foxcroft coaches on the sideline out to the hash marks. I give 5 penalties right there.
First and 10.
Wow.
First and 10 here for Winslow. They're at the Foxcroft 24, trailing 20-0 against the Foxcroft Academy Ponies. Winslow looking to finally get points on the board.
How big was that, AJ?
Yeah, massive considering the spot. Parmelo turns around. He's going to roll out to the right. He's got a tight end streaking down the middle. Instead, drops it to Bimson in the flat, who makes a nice move and is still down to about the 10.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Noah Harding was wide open in the end zone, and you got to come back to that play because no one picked him up from that seam route.
Yeah, Harding streaked right down the field, and nobody went with him. They're going to mark Bimson down to the 11, so give him a gain of 13.
Foxcroft wins games so easily. It's only human nature that they lack a little bit of intensity, and right now they do.
And I think there, too, just not necessarily top priority on your defensive check-off list. But regardless, goes for 13. First and 10 from the 11 from Winslow. Parmelo under center is going to turn around. He's rolling, throws it out in the flat. That one through the hands of Nicholas McCann. And just trying to get something a little bit quick there.
McCann, the tight end, looked up. The ball was already in the air and couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, and I think that you see maybe a little bit of, I was going to say inexperience, maybe more so lack of reps for those tight ends.
That's right.
And just generally, obviously, in this offense, I don't think you find yourself catching a lot of balls.
No, again, look at the ball bag. Because throwing is not a priority for Winslow.
2nd and 10 from the 11 for the Black Raiders. Bunched them all in tight again. Parmelo under center. Pitches to Hobby.
Nice.
Double head off to Fortin. Fortin trying to cut it back. Runs into his own guy. And he's going to go down just inside the 10.
You know, Fortin's got a hole to get through, AJ. He tiptoes a little bit. I'd like to see him attack that, but I do think he's gimping. He's hauling down to that left thigh.
You can see that there as he comes back to the huddle. So give him about 2. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
And that's unfortunate because if Fortin doesn't have the ability to juice through that hole, can't get there.
Long drive for Winslow, already burning up over 5 minutes here in this third quarter, trailing 20-0. 3rd and 8 from the 9-yard line. Parmelo going to turn around, fakes the handoff to Fortin, rolling out right, under pressure, throws it out, looking, and there's nobody there, just threw that away.
Again, Harding ran a little bit narrow route that time, but he was still open in the back end zone.
That one, Parmelo, not, again, anytime he's dropped back to pass, has generally had to at least do some movement to get himself some space. So 4th down again, and this is the area Winslow struggled. They hadn't had a ton of drives, but they have been able to move the ball relatively to about the red zone, and then just inability to hit a pass. Some penalties have just kind of left them stranded. Instead, they're going to trot out Hobby for the field goal.
And this is interesting. So they are definitely playing for next week. As they slow the ball down, now they're going for points on the board. Not 7, but 3.
Snaps clean, Fortin holds, Hobby puts his foot to it. That is up and good. So Winslow gets on the board with a field goal from Hassan Hobby. They finally cracked that goose egg, still trailing Foxcroft Academy. 6:34 left to go here in the third quarter. It's 20-3, Ponies over Black Raiders. We will be back. You're listening and watching high school football on The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Raising money for our cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Kick return here. Both the Ponies return men run into each other. Looking for a seam up the middle. Winslow does a nice job closing that down. Foxcroft Academy, though, gets their first offensive possession for Winslow, who finally gets points but burned up almost 6 minutes on that opening drive.
Yeah, I mean, Winslow certainly had a good drive. That was their best offensive drive of the game, and they had a couple of wrinkles in, but basically they were in their tight offense and blocked well. It's as simple as that.
1st and 10, Foxcroft Academy at their own 26. They're up 20-3 over Winslow here, just looking to milk clock, add some insurance points. They're going to stick in the shotgun. Holmes going to be to the left of Caruso, 2 receivers either side. Man comes in motion from the right side, slot goes through. They're going to hand off to Holmes up the gut. He's got a big hole there. He turns upfield 40. He's got one man to beat, gets 50, 45, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Holmes, 75 yards to the house.
Makes it look easy. Just outran everybody. Winslow could not touch him, and Holmes just spread it out, ran to the dike.
Bring that man in motion. You can see really pulled the defense aside, and then Holmes up. Quick cut, breaks basically one tackle there as Hardy tried to get a hand on him, and instead he is off to the races. 75-yard touchdown run from Holmes. Talk about quick scoring offense.
It seems to be unfair for a Class D team to have this much talent. They're a good team.
Now, this has been a very good team for a stretch here. Holmes goes 75 yards to the house. And just like that, Winslow finally cracks the goose egg. And Foxcroft Academy not sending the extra point kicker out there. They're going to stay in for 2. Smith to the left of Griffin now. He's got 2 receivers either side. He's going to keep himself trying to fall behind. Easily picks it up, 2 points. And now it is 28-3. They get the point from the extra point they missed.
You know, I think that the Foxcroft Academy is preparing for next week. They're going back to their open offense. As the lead continues to grow, they've got some work to do.
Yeah, I think you saw a little bit of respect. Like I said, I thought earlier they went for 4th down on a play deep in their own territory.
Yep.
I think showing some respect to Winslow. Winslow just not been able to muster offense really when it's counted. And instead, here you see that quick play that I think everybody was expecting. Knew Foxcroft Academy could do this, and Holmes busts that wide 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, he's a great back. And for this offense, he not only runs the ball, but he can catch the ball. And most importantly, he picks up that defensive back and has had some great blocks on edge rushers. And he's an all-around football player.
I say you've pointed him out a few times, especially in the first half for his blocking. So we get ready here. Winslow about to get the ball back in a hurry. High school sports on the score brought to you by Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. And Connected Credit Union, building lifelong relationships. Get connected, stay connected. So Winslow scores just 20 to 3, excuse me very much. One play later, and a 2-point conversion. It's 28-3. Foxcroft Academy in full control of this one as Winslow set to get the ball back with 6:15 here to go in the third. Squibber.
Yep.
That one bounces out, taken by an up man. Lowers his head, and he's going to get out about to the 40-yard line.
Now, that's an interesting choice. Rather than kick it away, they've squib kicked twice. Either they are confident in their defense, or they're trying to recover that football.
Interesting to see. Up man was Jacob Garcia. Gives the ball up. So 1st and 10 from the 40 here from Winslow. Cut the deficit to 17, quickly find themselves now down 25.
Well, if you're a Winslow sideline or a fan, you got to feel good about the last drive. Let's see if they can do it again.
So they're going to come out in that spread formation. Parmelo in the shotgun with Bimpson to his right. 2 receivers either side. Parmelo back to pass. Looking, coming to the sideline. Easy pitch and catch there to the 50, 45. Wrapped up and taken down just past the 45 is Isaiah Costigan. Nice easy pitch and catch there. Good for, they're going to mark 43, 17 yards.
Well, I like what they're doing. They have a deep receiver that extends the field so that the defensive backs can't bunch up. They're spreading the defense a little bit and throwing under the cover.
So nice, easy pitch to catch. And for whatever reason, like you said, sideline nearest to us, the home sideline has, for whatever reason, had a lot more space, it seems like. 1st and 10 from the Foxcroft Academy 43. Parmelo shotgun, Bimpson to his right. 2 receivers either side, the running backs in each slot. They're going to turn around and hand to Bimpson, going up the gut. He's going to get a tackler there from Foxcroft, and he's going to drag him all the way from the 39 to about the 35-yard line.
Well, you saw that run, and Bimpson that time, he's a plotter. He keeps those feet moving right up underneath his shoulders, and he picked up another 5 yards after he was hit.
Give him a gain of 8, so 2nd and 2 here is now finally starting to see, I think, a little bit more tempo out of this Black Raider offense.
Well, yeah, I think, AJ, this is all about it. Let's come out and have a good second half. We may not get back into this ball game, but play well.
So 2nd and 2 here, still going to be in the shotgun. To the left of Parmelo is Bimpson. Hobby in the slot left, Fortin in the slot right, 2 and 2.
Whoops.
Takes it, going to pitch it over to Hobby, the left side, bobbles it, popped it, it's picked off. Hobby just couldn't get his hands on it, and it bounces it right into a defender's.
That's a tough break right there because he, as you said, AJ, he just couldn't get he started to run without the ball, and he lost the ball.
Ends up in one of the easier interceptions for Hardy is, again, Hobby just trying to take off with it, couldn't do much with it, and next thing you know, Hardy ends up with an INT on just sort of a throw your hands up play. So Foxcroft Academy took them one play to go 75 yards last time. Now they find themselves with the ball at their own 36.
And let's see what they're going to do now offensively. They're looking for more points. They're spreading it out.
Smith gets wrapped up. I don't think got back to the line of scrimmage, which I was incorrect. Actually, the 37.
Credit that defensive line for Winslow. They haven't stopped playing. They had some big kids up front.
Again, they were really young last year both ways, and I think one of the things Coach Littlefield told us in the pregame was he thought that they really suffered last year from their both trenches taking a lot of lumps, and they brought back a lot of those kids. So 2nd and 10, you almost call it a loss of one, but we'll keep it 2nd and 10 here after Smith gets tackled about the line of scrimmage. Smith stays in at running back. He's to the left of Griffin. Sands by himself, top of the field, 3 receivers here near side.
Tough matchup up top.
Snap there, going to pitch it out to Smith, going right side. Fortin gets blocked. Smith gets tripped up there, and he's going to lose yards.
Yeah, again, this is a Friday night turn. Ooh, that's a tough loss right there because he's a good player.
That big block man, slow to get up for the Ponies, is Aiden Bryant.
Yeah, he's their great offensive lineman.
And he's really made an impact on the defensive side. He has showed up in a lot of tackles, and he is in a lot of pain.
Yep, he's trying to gut it out, but he's hurting.
So he's going to walk. He's going to eventually get off the field here, as he is really struggling to just take those steps. But a nice play by the Winslow defense. Ends up being a loss of almost 4. So third and 14.
Well, passing down, quarterback he's gone to Sands in all the critical situations. See what happens here from Caruso.
Sands top of the screen, 2-2 here for Griffin. More than content to burn clock, 3:26 here to go.
Watch the slant.
Shotgun snap. Looking center of the field, throws that well short. He's going to go to the first time, looked like for Sickler, but just not even close as he had to retreat. And so very quickly, Foxcroft Academy finds themselves in 4th down.
Caruso could not step into that pass. Credit the Winslow defense, and he couldn't let it go well.
So Winslow gets a stop after the turnover. 2 turnovers today for the 1 and 1. So back to turn this punt, Fortin and Hardy for Winslow. Sands, the punter here, standing at about his 23-yard line for Foxcroft. That stopped the clock at 3:20 here to go in the third.
Coaches are trying to get the receivers to come up short because this is going to be a short punt against the wind.
High, short punt. Hardy gets underneath it, makes the catch, looking for a return. Breaks the tackle, didn't think he was going to. Now tries to bounce it to the left side and stumbles through another one. Exciting return for about 5 yards. Hardy finally goes out of bounds at about the Winslow 35.
He ran 45 yards to gain 2.
That's exactly correct. Winslow, though, does get a stop. 28-3, Foxcroft Academy in command of this one. We've got just over 3 minutes here to go in the third quarter. Took till the opening drive of the second half for Winslow to finally crack that goose egg.
2 Class D programs that have been able to maintain 11-man football. Congratulations. This is good to watch.
Yes, I do agree with that. It is very good to see them play 11-man football. I didn't know what 8-man football was until I got to Maine, and then even then I thought it was a joke. Missed that there was a flag. That was declined. So it's going to stay with Winslow. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was about the run style that, ironically, Winslow plays, but no.
Don't go to Texas and say it's a joke, my man.
I just thought someone was pulling my chain, So 1st and 10 here for Winslow. They're starting at the 35-yard line. Staying in that spread. Bimson going to be the right of Parmelo. Hobby slot left. Fortin slot right. Hobby comes in motion. He's going to get the sweep. Tries to string that out. I think he ceded up way too much ground. Couldn't give it back. And he is tackled for a 5-yard loss.
You know, in this formation, there's maybe 4 different plays. And I think Foxcroft has seen all 4 10 times. So eventually they're going to sniff some out, and it's up to blockers to be special.
Yeah, I thought that block gave Hobby a chance to get the edge, but he just sort of, instead of turning it up, still flattened it out and then just couldn't get away. He loses 4. It's going to be 2nd and 14 here for Winslow. 2.5 here to go in the third. Foxcroft Academy has just done a nice job stymieing this Winslow offense, who's picked up a few yards here and there, but really struggled once they get close to that red zone.
Still in no hurry.
Now Winslow back to their traditional formation here. Turn around, pitch, the sweep going left to Fortin. Fortin tries to turn it up, gets wrapped up as he gets right back to the original line of scrimmage. And even with some good blocking to get him through the line of scrimmage, just really couldn't kick it into high gear.
Yeah, he's noticeably limping, and when he has to push off on that drive foot, it's just not there.
So Fortin basically gets the lost yardage back, going to be 3rd and 10, long 10, but 3rd and 10 here for Winslow.
He's an awfully good back.
He's a heck of a lacrosse player, too.
Really?
Yes. So 3rd and 10 for Tucker Parmelo and the Winslow Black Raider offense. Parmelo goes under center. Hobby comes in motion. So they're going to go to Bimson, tries to push it outside, bounces it. He's going to gain 5 there and then get swarmed by Pony defenders. Should be about 4th and 5 here for Winslow as we tick under a minute and a half here to go in the third.
Bimson, he bumped off off one of the tackles, bumped to the outside. He had an opening for a minute, just couldn't get through it.
So fourth and 4 here for Winslow from their 41. Long huddle.
Well, this is what Winslow has to do to be in games, and they're just not going to vary from it. This is what got them to the dance. They've got 6 more games to do. This is how they can win.
Winslow comes out in punt formation. Foxcroft Academy not buying it. Good snap. Ball is up. Good kick here from Parmelo. This ought to get a nice little bounce here. Can they track it down? Gets on the corner, gets inside the 10, gets to 9, and it dies right there. That was a lovely punt from Tucker Parmelo, who drops it in and puts Foxcroft Academy all the way back to about their 7.
That's a 60-yard punt, and you very rarely see that in high school.
That was a heck of a boot.
Spiral, got the good bounce. Nice job.
Foxcroft Academy coming out here on offense. 34 seconds here to go in the third quarter. High school sports on the score brought to you by KVFCU. Invested in you. 28-3 Ponies over Black Raiders. Winslow has just been stymied offensively today. Foxcroft Academy, though, in their worst position of the day, and they do have a fumble on the day. So we've got 34 seconds left here in this third quarter. 1st and 10. Foxcroft from their own 7. They're going to stay in the shotgun here. 2 receivers either side. Holmes to the right of, that's not Crusoe, that is Harvey. He takes a direct snap. He's got some space to work with. He's at the 30. Finally gets wrapped up and goes down back right there.
Well, nice run. As you spread the defense, and the quarterback sometimes has an open gap right in front of him. And that time Caruso saw it, didn't need to hand it off to anybody. We've got an injured player. I believe that's Isaiah Costigan.
Yeah, Costigan went down a little bit worried too. Harvey hit his head, but Costigan immediately was kind of just shaken up there. As you see trainers attending to him. Harvey on the keeper there goes from the 7 all the way up to the 33. Give him 26 on that big run. Costigan be attended to. We got an injury timeout. We'll take it as well. 25 seconds here to go in the third quarter. Foxcroft Academy 28, Winslow 3. We'll be back. You're listening and watching high school football on the score.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack-of-all-trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
For the safety of you and your family, 201 Tire Battery and Service on Riverside Drive in Vassalboro offers only the best and most reliable tires and batteries, including used batteries for your ride, cars, motorcycles, and more. And tires for everything. Tractors, lawnmowers, your car and truck, custom rims? Yup, of course. Open Monday through Thursday, 7:30 until 5, Friday till 3. Pet friendly with free battery testing and complimentary ice cream. 201 Tire Battery and Service on the Augusta Vassalboro line.
So I thought you were right, John. I initially thought Costigan was down. I think he was, but Hardy is the one we see who is being attended to as he slowly walks back to the Winslow sideline here.
Yeah, he's not stable on his feet, that's for sure. And, you know, I think he got hit on the neck area in that collision.
So we'll hope he's okay. He does walk off by himself after being attended to. First and 10 here after the big run from Harvey for Foxcroft Academy. And they start the clock up, and Foxcroft Academy content to let it run out. So we will head to the final quarter here. Foxcroft Academy, first and 10 in control. They're up 28-3 over the Winslow Black Raiders. The fourth quarter coming up next. You're listening and watching high school football on The Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
As we head to the fourth quarter, time for your quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service. Winslow opened up the ball for the for the third quarter. Took about 6 minutes, drove down, finally cracked that goose egg with a field goal. Fortunately, Foxcroft Academy able to go rip off 75 yards later. Harvey going to keep the direct snap here. He's going to pick up a few. That is your third quarter breakdown brought to you by 201 Service in Skowhegan. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
We got a late flag on from the head linesman, and that's a face mask on the defense.
Unfortunately, just been kind of one of those days for the Winslow Black Raiders as Harvey stayed in and took that direct snap. See where they mark it up. So 15 yards. Original line of scrimmage, I believe, was about the 32. Ball now has moved up to the 48, so I think about a gain of 1 for Harvey and add 15 yards.
Well, it's something that Foxcroft doesn't need for sure to continue their offense.
That is absolutely true. So Harvey looks like he's going to stay in here as, quote, the de facto QB.
That's interesting. I thought he'd come out in the fourth. They've got another pretty good quarterback. They like to get some playing time.
Harvey in the shotgun by himself, and he's just going to run a sweep to the left, looking for some space, able to get to the sideline, goes out just shy of the first down there. That was just a straight speed sweep. Ends up getting to about, I think, the Winslow 42.
Certainly a double threat. We've seen Caruso be able to throw the ball, and this time Harvey with the sideline, and I don't know. He's got a hip pointer, I believe. He's been pointing down to that hip. I'm surprised he's still in the ball game.
So he's going to stay in. That looks like they're going to say so. Harvey just shy of the first down there. So 9 3/4.
Yeah, this is another look we're seeing. We're seeing a Wildcat offense, and he's certainly a kid that we'd want to snap the ball to.
Yeah. So Harvey's going to stay in to his right. Nope, excuse me. I think that's Griffin back in. No, I'm wrong. That was Holmes. So, yeah, to the right of Harvey is Holmes. 2 receivers either side. Harvey takes the snap. He's going to run right behind Holmes, power his way through, get to about the 41 and pick up the first down for the Ponies.
Yeah, this is their Wildcat series, and I'm sure against teams that are stacked defensively that they can't throw against, this is another option for them to show their offense, and I'm sure they're very good at it.
Harvey definitely not lacking any speed, I think, as well, too, right? This doesn't stop the clock from moving. And you're more than content. They set the chains, right? First 10, clock moves, 2 minutes gone, already here in the fourth. Foxcroft Academy completely in control of this one, already in plus territory. Going to be first and 10 here for Foxcroft, just shy of the Winslow 41. Foxcroft, of course, no hurry as Harvey goes to the sideline. He gets the play, comes back and relays it to his other 10 teammates.
Harvey certainly does it all for me. He does the kicking, does the running. I'm sure he can throw the ball, too.
I don't think he'd be back there if he couldn't.
Yeah.
Emmett Holmes again. This time, Holmes is going to get it sweeping left. Big space. That is a horrible face mask. Oh, boy.
You look that up in the dictionary, you're going to see that picture. Oh, my God. That is a face mask.
It's Ibrahim Al-Subahawi. who was just trying to make a tackle, and to be honest with you, might have been a touchdown-saving tackle. Unfortunately, also might have taken off Holmes' head.
You know, this posturing on the field by the coaching staff, I don't like. You know, I don't think all the coaches need to come out and glare at the Winslow defensive back. He didn't mean to do that.
I would agree with that. I mean, we can show you the replay again. It looks awful. It was not a great face mask. But I think that's just a defensive player trying to save a touchdown.
Exactly. And he saved it.
He did, and I think it might have been for Holmes, who we've already seen go 75 yards almost untouched.
Boy, I couldn't believe his first step. He was around the corner with his first step.
So that penalty moves the ball inside the 25 of Winslow. 1st and 10 from the Winslow 24. Harvey still in as the Wildcat QB. Holmes to his left.
I like it.
Harvey takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Holmes. Now he's going to sweep around the right side, 20, tries to cut it back, touchdown. 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Too easy.
Harvey, the Wildcat QB, takes it in. There he finds some speed, and I think after the speed you saw with Holmes on that last attempted carry, Harvey finds a ton of space out there, and he takes that in, 24 yards. To give Foxcroft Academy another score.
He's so small that when he rides the ball into the belly of the running back, you can't see that. And when he pulls it out, the defensive backs don't know who's got it.
And well, the other thing, too, to your point, Holmes and Harvey do not hesitate to get around the corner of defenses.
No, they got a good step.
Harvey also kicks the extra points, puts that one through, so that makes it 35-3. Foxcroft Academy comfortably in command as their Wildcat QB goes 24 yards into the end zone to extend the Foxcroft Academy lead. Fourth quarter will resume when we come back. You're watching and listening to high school sports on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Foxcroft Academy extends their lead on the 24-yard touchdown run by Harvey. They are now up 35-3 as they have found some points here in this final quarter. Squib kick picked up by Bimson, trying to find Jukes one man, and then just sticks his nose in and is able to go down about the 40 for Winslow.
You know, I'm looking at this crowd, AJ, and this is a big crowd here today. I mean, Class A, Class D, it doesn't matter. This may be one of the bigger crowds we had in the state the whole weekend.
Winslow pretty good. They're always pretty strong, as long as the weather is not too terrible. But I've seen them out here in torrential downpour. I got to give credit, though, while you're talking about the crowd. Foxcroft Academy, I think, came down in some decent numbers as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they usually close up the town. That's a small, that's a northern Maine town
100%.
that lives, eats, and breathes football, just like Winslow.
1st and 10 here. Looking for a touchdown. Winslow from their own 40. Armlow in the shotgun. Bimson to his left. 2 receivers each side. Armlow takes a snap. Quick pass out to Hobby. That one, I think, a backward pass. That's live, and Harvey is going to fall on it, who's having a monster fourth quarter.
He does everything. Why not pick up the fumble? That's a backward pass. Ball is alive, and Harvey jumped on it. Great play.
That is a turnover of Winslow. That is their second. And again, both those plays, both those turnovers have come on those swing passes. The first one, Hobby couldn't quite control it. It gets deflected, and I believe it was Harvey who made the interception.
Yeah.
Now Harvey recovers the fumble.
Yeah, the arc that receiver took on that, it took a little bit time to develop, and he went a little bit too deep, and the ball was certainly backwards.
Yeah, I 100% agree completely. Easy call, backwards pass. A little bit of confusion here for Foxcroft Academy. They take over at the Winslow 31.
Trying to get some people in.
Apparently missing an offensive lineman. 8:54 here to go. Foxcroft Academy up 35-3. Now have the ball after the Winslow turnover. Looks like Harvey's going to stay in as that Wildcat QB.
Some new people up front. You can see some clean jerseys.
Let's say new Vandermass, the running back to his right. He gets the carry here, and he is going nowhere.
Welcome to Class D football.
Very quickly on him was Broderick Bimpson, who shoots the gap there, wraps up Vandermass, and flings him to the ground for a loss of nearly 7.
That looked like big-time wrestling right there.
Yeah, Vandermass excited to get in on the varsity game. Yeah. Had nowhere to go. Goes over to his coach. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Is that what it's like?
Looks like Sand's going to check out.
He says, Coach, don't put me back in if that's what it's going to be like.
Harvey going to stay in, I believe, at the Wildcat QB. So it is a loss of 7. 2nd and 17 here for Foxcroft Academy from the Winslow 38. Another new running back. That's Shane Barungi for the Ponies. He's to the right of Harvey.
Your turn.
He's going to get the carry and the exact same play. Bimpson with another tackle for a huge loss.
Your turn. All right, next.
Same thing. He just shoots that gap between the tackle and guard and spins down the ball carrier. Now all of a sudden, ball was recovered on that fumble at the 31. They're nearly back to the 45.
Could tie a record with another tackle.
Bimpson sniffing out TFLs. He's got them looking at nearly 3rd and 24 here. Yeah, we'll call it a long 23. And look who's coming out.
Yeah.
Caruso comes back in.
Guess what pass? Guess what we're going to do, man?
Screenplay?
I think we're throwing it downfield.
Sands, no, that's, I believe, 17. So Sands not in, I think. And we're going to get a timeout here. All sorts of confusion. That's Foxcroft Academy.
Yeah, I mean, Foxcroft's got some pride. They're not going to go out there and run a play that everybody doesn't know.
So they'll take a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them as well. Foxcroft 35, Winslow 3, 7:08 here to go in the 4th quarter. We'll be back. Thank you for listening to high school sports and watching high school football on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
AJ Knight, John Coughlin with you here as Mike gets that rare day off. When Foxcroft Academy here in complete control, though. There we go. Foxcroft Academy in complete control here, though, as they're facing 3rd and a mile here, 3rd and Fairfield. They've 3rd and 23 from the 44-yard line. Griffin Caruso back out there in the shotgun. He takes a snap. Turn around, hand it off. Durungi, who's going to get close to the 45, but not having a whole lot of fun doing it.
I think those running backs on this series are saying, Coach, put the starters back in.
Yeah, a lot of penetration there. Again, the ball was at the offense. Line of scrimmage was just behind the 44, and they're going to give Barungi the 43. So technically a gain of a yard.
The polite thing here to do is punt.
And I believe they're going to do so, yeah. Sands counting out his special teamers. Fortin and Hardy, who's good to see him back in after he took a long time to get up on a defensive play. He's back out there as the returner. Waiting for that back, Judge.
Yep.
Decent snap. Sands takes his time. Wow. That's a line drive. That's easily going to get into the end zone. That one deep into the end zone as he caught that one flush.
Well, that's a 50-yarder right there. Wow.
Absolutely.
Hunters are having a field day.
Hammered that one. So Winslow will get the ball back with it coming out on the touchback to their own 20. Just trying to find some momentum to carry into next week.
Be surprised to see some new shirts coming in for Winslow, although it seems like their starters are in at this point.
Parmelo jogging out there, starting QB. Winslow coming into this game had scored over 100 combined points in the first 2 games. Still held without a touchdown with 6:13 here to go in this one.
I just don't know how Foxcroft scores 71 points when it's running time. I don't know how you do that.
Did that in the season opener against Belfast. Parmalo's going to turn around. And confusion there. Bimson ran by, and there's sort of bad luck for Fortin. Just here, take this.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, him and Bimson ran into each other. Parmalo put it into the gut of Fortin, and Fortin had to do a double take because all of a sudden was swarmed by Ponies defenders.
Yeah, you certainly don't want any injuries on either side at this late stage of the game.
No, definitely want to get out of here clean and then bill of health and move on to next week as we tick under 6 minutes. That's a loss of 5. 2nd and 15 from the 15 for Winslow here. Marmolo's going to go back under center. Going to turn around. Going to keep that himself, but he loses it. Ball is on the ground, and I think Foxcroft Academy has it, and they do.
Once again, a handoff that didn't get inserted. Ball came out. Foxcroft jumps on it. Another chance to score.
And coming out of the pile with it looked like Thomas Day, the linebacker. And just that kind of day for Winslow there. One of the rare looked like carries for Parmalo. Just couldn't hang on to it. And so now all of a sudden, Foxcroft Academy in primo field position yet again. 1st and 10 on the Winslow 15.
And new quarterback, even Seavey will be the quarterback. He's the backup.
So now, technically, not really, but technically the third quarterback for the Ponies after we saw Wildcat Harvey get a whole drive for himself.
Yeah, I like that look. I think that could be quite successful given the right opponent.
So backups 100% in for the Ponies here. Like you said, Evan Seavey flanked by a running back either side. 2 receivers to the top of the field. That's the short side. High snap there. He's going to turn around, hand it off to his running back, who's going to go nowhere. That was Eamon Vandermast, who I think has 2 carries for about negative 12 yards now.
Yeah, Vandermast that time didn't like the roughness. Got let go of the ball a little bit early, but the official said it was down.
So Winslow welcoming the backup / JV of Foxcroft Academy to varsity level football in rude fashion.
Coaches are looking for substitutes on the Winslow sideline.
So officially that'll go down as a negative 5-yard loss. A 5-yard loss. Vandermast, I believe, has taken 3 steps on 2 carries before he has been hit by a Winslow defender. Savey going to come out in the shotgun again. Flanked by a running back either side. 2 receivers top of the screen, still short side. See if he gets a snap. This time going to go to Barungi, who's trying to get it to the right side. He's able to step through the line of scrimmage, but not much more there.
Yeah, Winslow defense, young defense, covering the edge very nicely.
So Barungi's going to go down at they'll give him 2. So give him 2. He gets down to about the 18. So 3rd and 13 here for the Ponies as we tick under 4 minutes to go in this one. Foxcroft Academy scored twice in the opening quarter and never looked back. 35-3 on top of Winslow here in Winslow.
Lisbon next week goes to Lisbon, a team that's very much like them. Small quarterback, tight offense, pretty good defense.
3rd and 13 here for Seavey. This time he's just going to keep Vandermast to his right. 2 receivers either side of the field. Turn around, hand off to Vandermast. Finally gets some speed, tries to cut it back, bounces off a tackle, and then gets planted at about the 15.
Listen, Vandermast, that poor kid, he's going to be sore on that ride back to Foxcroft.
There, he tried to sweep and decided to cut it back, and then he just got his shoulder spiked right into the the grass, excuse me.
He gave a thumbs up to the sideline, but I'm not quite sure how he's feeling.
So give him a gain of 2. 4th and 11 here from the 16. And again, Foxcroft Academy got the fumble at the 15. Seavey in the shotgun, Barungi to his left, 2 receivers either side. Short side still top side of the field. Seavey gets snap, high snap, going to hand off to Barungi initially. Barungi breaks through a tackle, nice job, but he is still going to lose yards as he gets swarmed.
You know, he may not get positive yardage his whole career from this game.
That is a struggle for these backup offensive line and running backs who have run into a lot of black jerseys. Turnover on downs, 2:34 left to go. Winslow gets one more crack on the offensive side.
And for Winslow, Pomelo does come back in at quarterback.
Still trying to work on building some momentum here to carry into next week. The other thing, too, Coach, or John, is you know that these two teams, based on expectations for Winslow, at some point you're going to run into them again.
Yeah. These two teams may meet each other again.
So Winslow going to pack it in tight yet again. 1st and 10 on their own 27. They're turn around, fake the handoff to Fortin, rolling right, got a tight end right in the middle of the field. Throw it deep, and he held up. Also had Hobby streaking late on the other hash mark there. And again, I think you just see lack of reps. Right open again was Harding. He's been open a couple times on that streak.
Yep.
And just misjudged it.
That's right. That seam route that he's running right up the middle. They're leaving him alone, and he has been open. That's something you got to remember coming back to in the future. That's a good route.
There, wide open, would have been a big game. Missed it earlier for what would have been a touchdown. So 2nd and 10 on the incompletion. Clock stops at 2:28 here to go.
This is a nightmare game for Winslow, being down this many points without the offense.
Double handoff. Javi burst through the hole, a ton of speed, got one tackler to beat, and he can't do it. But he's going to pick up a huge gain there as he finds some space for the first time all day.
We haven't called his name much, but he's an explosive runner, and he can get to the open.
Ends up being a gain of 17 as he moves the Black Raiders offense up to the 44. Again, that's what they're looking for in those double handoffs, just to get some space. Hobby, especially a little bit more speed to Fortin's boom. 1st and 10 Black Raiders. Pomelo last-minute instructions for Bempson. Now goes under center. Man in motion, Hobby pitch, double handoff to Fortin. Fortin steps through and can't get away. Looked like he was going to break that first tackle, but not letting go for Foxcroft Academy was Vandermaas, who gets maybe a little bit of revenge after having not such a great time carrying the ball.
He likes this part. Defensive end's doing a great job for Foxcroft Academy, forcing the ball handler to turn upfield and not get the edge.
Ends up, Fortin still picks up about 5. We took down to about 90 seconds remaining in this one. 2nd and 5 here for Winslow. Fortin did check out, so Costigan now one of the flankers. He's the one on the right. Turn around, Bempson up the gut. Nobody's there, still going. He's just got one man to beat. The fullback at the 20 gets wrapped up and finally goes down at about the 17.
Bempson, boy, his eyes were on the end zone. He thought he had it. Pulled down from behind, but a great run by Broderick Bempson.
So Bempson takes that from the 49?
Yep.
From the 49 all the way down to the 17, so give him 34 yards.
Yep, big run.
And he just one man to beat, couldn't quite get away. He's going to get it again, trying to power his way through. Pyle still moving, and he's going to get down inside the 10. And that, I think, a credit.
Jacob Garcia.
Oh, excuse me, 44. Thank you, Tyler. So Garcia gets that one. Well, Bempson, the fullback, probably a little bit gassed. Doesn't get to get those big runs very often.
Yeah. Like to see him get a score here before.
I think they would as well as we tick down to just about 35 seconds left. Garcia stays in at fullback. Man in motion. I think that ball is out, and it is recovered by Foxcroft Academy.
That's unfortunate. Had a good drive going, a fumble negates.
And that Costigan just couldn't quite get his hands on it. That was he was in for Fortin, who John's been pointing out looked a little nicked up here for most of the second half. Finally got subbed out. Costigan not in that normal rotation, just couldn't quite get his hands on it. And Foxcroft Academy recovers their 3rd fumble, I believe, of the day.
I believe that's right, AJ.
4th Winslow turnover.
I think they'll just take a knee here and run it out. And then again, maybe not.
They're going to come out of that safety formation. I think they're going to take the knee, and they do. So that, with 25 seconds left on the clock, ought to run it out. Winslow, just a little bit of bad luck, a little bit of lack of execution. Foxcroft Academy comes down here handles things and shows why everyone in this class thought they were the team to beat, and they found enough plays on defense and offense to get the big win here in Winslow. Final score of this one going to be 35-3. Foxcroft Academy over the Winslow Black Raiders. We'll get you your quarter breakdown, get you the stats, and our player of the game all coming up next. You're listening and watching high school football on The Score.
Is it time for an auto loan? The team at Connected Credit Union will focus on an affordable monthly payment to fit your budget, while offering you a low rate and great service. Give our loan team a try for your next auto purchase. The added convenience of applying online or using our mobile app is just one more way Connected Credit Union makes your financing easy. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, member eligibility required.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Mid-State Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Mid-State Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
At Haidt Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing, or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haidt Chevy. Haidt Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haidt family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Raising money for a cause, supporting our neighbors, helping to recognize those that should be recognized, providing educational opportunities, working together to make someone's day just a bit brighter. Our employees enjoy being a part of making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Savings Bank.
Manchester Motors is your official Coyote tractor dealer. If you work the land, you just got to be a jack of all trades type. There's just too much to do. So if you got to be a welder or a farmer or a ditch digger, that's just who you are that day. Then tomorrow, you can be somebody else. Find your Coyote tractor at Manchester Motors, 1031 Western Avenue, Manchester.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone and Stove in Oakland.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
AJ Knight, John Coughlin here to wrap it up for you from Winslow, where the Black Raiders suffered their first loss of the season. First, though, let us get the 201 service quarter breakdown. Much like after the first quarter, Foxcroft Academy just able to kind of weather the storm as Winslow chewed up some yards. The only touchdown belongs to Foxcroft Academy as they were able to extend their lead, force a few Winslow turnovers, and they were able to close it out there, even stopping Winslow, who got to the doorstep right there at the end of the game. Your 201 service quarter breakdown. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. With that being said, we will show you the highlights while John Coughlin will go over some numbers from this one.
Well, you know, it wasn't the kind of game that everybody had hoped for. Two great football towns coming here. They're both undefeated. Both had just rolled over everybody. But Foxcroft Academy is the real deal, or at least they were the real deal today. As you can see, Foxcroft scoring. They were led by Caruso, who is first time I've seen him play this year, but great quarterback, had 3 touchdown passes, went over the top very successfully, 11 out of 12. Sands had 2 of those babies, and I mean, they're the real deal through the air for sure, but they also run the ball very well. We saw a number of running backs, some had success, some did not, but the key to their offense is Finn Holmes. I mean, you get him the ball, and Holmes is all over the place. Leading rusher in the ball game today was Holmes. Sands had 6 receptions, 2 touchdown passes. Gotta love that kid. Get him the ball. On the other hand, Winslow, this is their game plan. They come into the game, they want to run the ball, shorten the game, and hopefully their defense will contain to 1 or 2 touchdowns. It did not happen today. They did not throw the ball well today. Tucker Pomelo was 4 for 12, only had 4 rushing yards, and penalties hurt Winslow throughout the ball game. They just could not find the end zone. That's a team, though, AJ, I think you're going to see again. Winslow is as good as there is in this conference. When they play their game, they will meet again.
Yeah, and I think just full disclosure, as you see Harvey, Wildcat QB there in the third quarter, got his own drive. When it comes to the player of the game, which we have not announced yet, it was a discussion. At halftime, we were torn between the QB, Griffin, who had thrown 3 touchdown passes, Sands, who had 2 touchdown catches, including the backbreaker right before the half that put them up 21-0. Then, of course, Holmes rips off a 75-yard touchdown run in the third quarter right after an interception. And then Harvey, obviously, he scores a touchdown, and he had made a couple of defensive plays. So I think that's just a testament to, as you see, and that's just kind of how Winslow's day went, just poor execution or not in executing when they needed it. So that being said, all of that adding up, it was a tough decision for us when it came down to deciding who was the player of the game, because there was a lot of good choices on offense, a lot of different touchdown scores. But at the end of the day, Central Maine Sports Score Player of the Game goes to Harvey because he is the definition of literally doing everything. This first highlight, I believe, that was a 4th down catch, and it was a heck of a catch. So he makes the big conversion there in the passing game. Then you're going to see here, a little bit of luck, interception. So now he's got a big catch and he's got an interception. Okay, well, what else can he do? So Harvey's going to come out here. Excuse me. What play? Oh, this is the Wildcat play. So he gets his own drive. We had an injury here. This is them backed up inside their own 5. They trust him to handle the ball. He gets a big run. Okay, so now he's run the ball. He's caught the ball. He's played defense. What else can you add for me? Well, how about this? They run a little read option. He's going to get onto the outside. Now he's put in a touchdown. His day must be done. Well, not quite. And he found another way to tally up the stat column. You're going to see this swing pass again. Harvey got the pick earlier. This time, Harvey finds the fumble recovery. And so he just literally was the definition of doing everything.
Good choice, AJ. I certainly agree with that. He showed what all-around football is about, and he certainly is an all-around football player.
Especially when you talk about, like you said, you talked about Class D a lot, the expectations. A lot of guys got to play two ways. Harvey made plays both sides of the ball, and it's a big reason why Foxcroft Academy gets out of here with the 35-3 win. So as we wind it down for today, we're off. Tomorrow is traditionally Sunday, despite Winslow coaches asking us if we're going to go somewhere. Apparently 6 days enough of coverage is not enough. I kid. But we will be back at it Monday in the mad town of Madison. Pinquist Valley travels there to take on the Madison Bulldogs in girls soccer. Of course, find the complete schedule, centralmainsports.com, 1160thescore.com, archive there. Central Maine Sports on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss any of the coverage. Got another full week next week. Big thanks to Tyler and Mary Rigney running scoreboard, running camera today. Ashley Knight, who ran stats for us as well. And batting, pinch hitting today. Thank you so much, John, for coming up here and helping out while I tried to fill the very legendary shoes of Mike Violet.
Well, AJ, you did it very well.
Thank you.
And got to tell you, I had a good time up here with the score. Let's do it again.
Looking forward to it. So, final score here, Foxcroft Academy 35-3. Have a good weekend, and thanks for listening and watching The Score.
You've been watching yet another live local broadcast of high school sports on The Score. It's brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, Assistance Plus, SBS Carbon Copy, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, and JDH3 Design. Remember, every game we do on The Score is always available for you to watch again or have someone else watch for the first time. All of our games are stored in the vault at centralmainsports.com and also on The Score's YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. To find out when the next game is on The Score, check out our game schedule at 1160thescore.com or centralmainsports.com. Your team from your town plays here on The Play.